Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we have got one of our absolute favourite products that's going to help you, I truly believe, to get that better night's sleep, especially at this moment in time.
You can see the details are already on the screen. It's a Mulberry Silk Duvet we're talking about. Very important to point out that everything here is natural, 100% cotton outer, 100% mulberry silk filling, and mulberry silk is the finest AAA grade of silk. The quality here is fantastic. It's long strand silk and it's anchored into position on the actual duvet. But what's really important right now is you're thinking, selling duvets at this time of year, this is the perfect duvet to take you through the entire year, isn't it?
All year round, at this time of year and the weather we've been having, if you're just not sleeping because you're so hot. And there's nothing worse than not having your duvet on you. You kick your duvet off, but then you feel naked, then a fly comes, and then you want to pull your duvet on, but your duvet's too heavy and you're too hot and sweaty, so you're kicking your leg out. That will never happen with Mulberry Silk. This is so natural that it works with your body temperature. It works with the situation. So this duvet will never be too hot. It will never be too cold. So though this is the absolute life-changing duvet at this time of year, it's also the absolute right duvet in the autumn, in the winter. And it is one duvet for the whole year. And honestly, you feel that luxury. What Sean is doing, he's feeling that silk that's inside that duvet. And that duvet is honestly going to work for you every day of the week, every week of every single month. Lightweight, so it feels fabulous on, allowing you not to be too hot or ever too cold through the winter. But actually, because it's lightweight, it makes changing the duvet cover so easy.
That's the massive bonus. It's also great for storage because it folds really flat. But don't think it's not going to be warm enough in the winter. It's brilliant all year round. For storage, if you do ever want to put it away, if you've got a caravan, a camper van, maybe you've got a boat and you haven't got a lot of storage, it's brilliant for that. But this is the silk we're talking about, 100% long fibre, AAA grade mulberry silk. You can see how pure and white that is. That's because the silkworms feed exclusively on the finest diet and produce the finest silk. 100% breathable. So if we are talking about the summer, when you get too hot, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres and it'll go in your washing machine.
Machine washable is great. Perhaps you're buying a duvet for a little one for the very first time, and perhaps they have an accident. It's not the end of the world. Perhaps your cats and dogs sleep on the bed, allowing you to wash this duvet as and when you need to. Sometimes you change the sheets on the bed, you change the duvet cover, and you love, that's the best night of the week, isn't it, when you've got clean sheets? But actually, when you haven't got a clean duvet, it's not completely clean. And the other great thing about Mulberry Silk is if you do have allergies, this has got the UK's allergy seal of approval.
As far as we know, it's the only silk duvet in the UK to have that seal of approval. So if you're suffering with allergies over the summer months, I should say, if you're thinking, well, how's it going to work for me like that? It's got that certification from Allergy UK. And it's not just in the UK that certification is there for. It's for Europe, it's for New Zealand, it's for the United States. And it's redone every single year. So it has to stay up to date.
And that's the great thing it does. It goes from year to year because of the quality. You've always got the finest quality. You do need to, if you want this, shop quite smartly and quite quickly, because the duvet does tend to sell out time and time and time again. But the great thing is you've got the opportunity, because we have got all sizes available at the moment. And what I will say is shop smartly whilst we have that stock. I know we're going to have a really busy night. We always do when we have Mulberry Silk with us. And it's not only, of course, the duvet we've got available. Let's check out all the prices, because the only other place to buy this, and we've had ours 27 years
27,
now.
28
this
years,
exact duvet we've had 20, and it looks just as new as this duvet looks right now. And we bought it from Raymond, who you will be meeting a little bit later on. And actually, that's the only other place you can buy this duvet is from Raymond himself or from us here on Shop on TV. So let's check out the deals we've got, because we have got some fantastic savings.
Let's run you through all the prices and how it works price-wise. So everything comes under the same item number. 212998 is that item number for you. £139 is our reduced price for your Mulberry Silk single duvet. Should be £169. Now, if you do want to spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3, you can. Interest-free, as long as you're paying online and you've got a PayPal account. £47.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. So 212998. Now the double size has got an even bigger saving. Double is always one of the most popular. It should be £239. It's down to £179. So we're looking at a £60 saving. And with PayPal Pay in 3, it's just £61.32 on your first of 3 payments there. Another popular size is the king.
King size, again, is another one that does sell out time and time again. And perhaps what you like is when you look in the magazines, there's that great drape on the duvets. And think, why doesn't my duvet drape like that? Well, a lot of people actually upsize their duvet. So if you've got a double bed, go for that king size duvet and get that fabulous drape. And actually, price-wise, there's so little difference. You've got such extreme value for money. Normally £259, it's down to £199. So again, saving £60, and you can split that cost. So if you're ordering on our website and you've got PayPal, split that cost with those 3 PayPal payments of £74.65. But then we do have, but we'll be completely honest, we haven't got thousands of any of these, and the Super King is super low in stock. If you want to go for the Super King, details there on your screen, all that same item number, choose the Super King, and we've got a great saving there as well.
Yeah, another £60 saving against the Super King size. £74.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. When we bring you Mulberry Silk, we like to bring you the entire range of Mulberry Silk. So whether you want a duvet, whether you want a silk pillow, whether you want a silk pillowcase. Now we're going to talk about the pillow itself, and when you look at this straight away, you can see the loft to this pillow, how it's got such a great shape there. Now these should be £60. That's what you will pay directly with Mulberry Silk. It's our normal price, £60, but it's reduced to £40. When I push my hands into here, it's super soft. However, in the middle of the pillow, you've got a core support. That's surrounded by that Mulberry Silk we've been talking about. That's encapsulated in that gorgeous cotton that you see there. And it doesn't matter how much you scrunch these up. So you can put these in the washing machine as well. Just watch how it bounces back into that full shape.
So it fills your pillowcase properly. How many pillows do you put in a pillowcase and it's all floppy at the sides? So they look amazing on the bed, but actually it's when you put your head onto that pillow, how it changes the way you sleep. If anyone's like me, I have 2 or 3 pillows, or I often wake up with that funny neck. You've got that lovely support, you've got that beautiful comfort, you've got support to the head and the neck, but you've also got that breathability. Are you often turning your pillow over trying to find the cool spot?
Especially
you're getting that
now,
you know, that sweaty neck, you're getting that mad bed hair, and you want something that's going to just keep you cool through the night. Again, you've got that breathability of the silk. It ticks so many boxes, and it was actually from popular demand that the pillows were actually designed, and it took them 2 years to get it just
right,
how they wanted it. Their duvets were so popular, and they knew were absolutely the best. They had to match that quality, and that's exactly what they've done with this pillow. Normally, if you buy it from Raymond himself, it is £60, and he will tell you it's worth every single penny of that, but you have got a £20 saving with us, and of course at £40, splitting that cost, £14.98. That's the first of 3 payments. A great gift idea, and remember, also helping to regulate that body temperature, so working for you all year round. And of course, it is silk, and dust mites don't like silk. So if you do suffer with allergies, Again, you've got the opportunity to get this home and try it. And you can try Raymond's products. He does give you a complete money back guarantee. If you get something, you know, home and you think it's not right for you, get in touch with Raymond himself and he will give your money back, as he says, as quickly as he will take it. And that's what it's all about. It's that trust in his products that you know you are getting absolutely the best. And talking about the best, and jot down the item number 654433, and another product that sells out time and time again. We have got the pillowcases. And do your own research on a silk pillowcase. Put in, why do celebrities have silk pillowcases? Or is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? Oh my goodness, both my beautician and my hairdresser advised me to get a silk pillowcase. But this is, again, and that's what you expect from this company, the Mulberry Silk Company, is simply one of the absolute best silk pillowcases we've ever come across.
Without a doubt. If you're looking for a silk pillowcase, there's lots of points of difference here. So the first thing is 100% mulberry silk on the outside. You've got silk on both sides here. It's not just one colour option either. There are 5 colour options to choose from. On the inside, you've also got a cotton lining, so it stops the pillowcase from ruffling, and that stops you from getting those creases on your face because it doesn't crease up in any way. You've got, as I say, 5 colours to choose from here, and the silk is both sides of the pillowcase. Now let's run you through the different colour options. This one I've got here is the new colour. They're calling it rose gold. It's more of a baby pink, really, isn't it?
It is, and I know that is going to be really popular, but actually all the colours are super popular. We do have your regular actual white, and that's always one that sells out time and time again. We've got at the front here, and this is stunning. This is the desert. This is like a champagne-y gold. Yeah. And if you're thinking, oh, what should I get for my bedding? Perhaps you've got that sort of shade going throughout the colours of your duvet, or perhaps that's going to match flecks in your curtain absolutely beautifully. By you, Sean, the sage.
Yep,
I think it's such a calming colour, great sort of sleeping colour.
They're lovely metallics as well, so they seem to reflect the colours of whatever your decor is. That sage, it's a lovely golden colour once again that you've got there. As we said, we've got a baby, it's called rose gold, but I would say it's more of a baby pink. And then there's a lovely sky blue. It's a gorgeous silvery blue option that we've got for you. If you want to go for these, £35 is the price, should be 45. And then you can use PayPal Pay in 3. If you're multi-ordering, you're going for pillows, pillowcases, duvets, you're only going to pay 1 postage. Remember, you can order on the phones 03333 241 241, or you can order on our website, and that's always the easiest way.
Yeah, click onto the live on air and that'll take you through to the live show each evening, and join us every single night from around about midnight through to 3 a.m. You can watch us all day on ITVX as well, and Freeview 89. We're there from midnight until 6 p.m. But join us every single night live, and now you're on our live show. So every item you see there, you could put everything into one basket and you'll only pay 1 delivery. So you've got the duvets, we've got all sizes of the duvets, you've got the pillow, it is in stock. You've also got our pillowcases. We have got every colour available at the moment, and you have got the mattress pads as well, and a really great little footstool that's got massage in. So there's loads of options there for you for changing the way you sleep. And if you're not sleeping well, I truly believe it's down to what you're sleeping on and what you're sleeping under. We all need sleep, and if you're getting into bed and you're not sleeping well, I think there's a reason for it. And when we changed our duvet, and it sounds ridiculous, it changed the way we slept.
Without a doubt, yeah, because I was expecting it was going to be too thin. When you get this home and you take it out of the packaging, you will know it's noticeably thinner than your original duvets that you've probably got at home. It's not about the bulk that's keeping you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It's about the filling. Remember, everything's 100% natural. 100% cotton outer, 233 thread count. 100% mulberry silk filling. That's anchored into place. So you'll have that even distribution across the entire duvet. And if you're cold in the winter months, it locks the warmth in. But if you're hot, like it has been so hot, but you don't want to sleep without anything over you because it upsets your sleep pattern, this is brilliant because when you get too hot, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres and it stops you from overheating.
So if you're going through that time in life, perhaps you're going through that time in life like me at the moment, in your 50s, having those really hot nights, it is absolutely ideal. But then I do have those nights through the winter where my feet are ice cold and I never feel I can get them warm. This will work for you all year round. You'll never be too hot, you'll never be too cold. And the great thing is, if you're at home thinking that's ridiculous, that's never going to be, you've got a money-back guarantee. You can get this home, you can sleep under it, you can try it. And if it's not right for you, you get in contact with Raymond and he will refund you. So please, it can be life-changing. I know that sounds ridiculous, but a lot of the 5-star reviews, people say it's life-changing. It's changed the way we sleep. We sleep completely differently.
Temperature-wise,
you're always boiling hot. And like I say, at times I can be freezing cold, but it works for both of us.
Well, your temperature changes through the night, isn't it? You can be really cold, then really hot. So the fact you've got something that works with you through the night and through the seasons is brilliant.
And, are you ready for this? A 10-year warranty. A 10-year warranty. If you're buying this, perhaps you've got a little one going into bed for the first time, you think this is great because it's machine washable. If they have an accident, I can machine wash it. If you're buying it, they're 5 now, that warranty is until they're 15. The warranty is absolutely incredible. And you can only give a product a warranty like that when you know it truly has got that quality. And hand on heart, we bought our duvet from Raymond 27 years ago. So though it's got a 10-year warranty, ours is 27 years old. And honestly, Sean, you wouldn't know the difference if it was on the bed right now.
Like this. It looks just the same because you can machine wash it on a cold wash, on a cool wash, 30 degrees. Every time you change the bed, hang it on the line, because let the UV light get to it. It revitalises it, so you don't need to wash it every single time.
Or even just throw it over the banister and have the windows open, and it really does refresh that light. We keep talking about Raymond, and remember, it is Mulberry Silk. We have got all sizes available at the minute, but we can't guarantee that all night. And when you meet Raymond, you'll understand why we are so passionate about this product. So let's take a little listen to what Raymond had to say.
In my opinion, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
Right.
And an awful lot of people find they go to bed at night hoping to have a good night's sleep. And they're waking
thinking
up,
they are getting a good night's sleep even.
Yeah, and they're waking up in the middle of the night. And the main reason why they're waking up in the middle of the night, they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, Rob, too hot.
Sure.
So one of the advantages of silk, there are many advantages, but one of them, it is a duvet that is self-regulating. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a different one for the summer. I'll explain why as we get deeper into the show. You'll find it's hygienic because dust mites cannot live in it.
Right.
That's not me saying that. That's not you saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it.
Yes.
And here's the certificate to prove it.
Yeah, and that's been certified every year. For how many years now?
Every year for the last 30-odd years.
30 plus
now,
years.
Now, the important thing to remember, you can wash it as often as you want.
You can wash it.
As often as you want.
In a regular washing machine.
The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs just under 3 kilos. Right? It'll fit in any standard UK machine. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry or line dry. Now, the important thing to remember, quality. At the end of the day, Rob, nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality.
Right.
Now, there's only 2 parts to this duvet. The top cover and the filling within the top cover. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury. So the top cover is spot on. Now, the filling within the top cover is very, very special. It is AAA grade Mulberry Silk. And what I'm going to say next, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk. Now remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet. They're simply answering questions. And they will tell you, the professionals within the silk industry, they consider Mulberry Silk, AAA grade, to be the king of silks. Now that's an interesting word, Rob, king. Mm-hmm. There can only be one king. Others aspire to be king. But within the silk industry, one king, Mulberry, AAA grade. Mm-hmm. And that's all we use. And we use long-fibre silk. Each strand within the duvet is over 1 mile long, unbroken. So that means when you wash it, it cannot clump up. So perhaps you'll have worked out for yourself by now. We think, and our customers who've already bought them from us think, this is a very, very special product. A 10-year warranty, that's a long time.
Say that again, Ray.
A 10-year warranty,
A
Rob.
decade?
A decade, 10 years.
So if anything goes wrong with your duvet, in
10 years.
10 years, you're going to sort it out.
I must tell you something. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world.
Yeah.
Although we guarantee it for 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 36 years old. And my wife washes them on average 3 times a year. Cold wash, 30 degrees, wash them as often as you want. And the final thing, the most important thing, whatever you buy, whether it's from a regular shop, whether it's from a television channel, whether you buy online, it's so important that you get value for money. So I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. We are offering our duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it 22 years ago when we first put it on television.
The prices are quite incredible. And again, to our knowledge, the only silk duvet in the UK that's got the allergy seal of approval, gets it time and time again, year after year. And that is something so tricky to get. They can turn up at any point, check the quality, make sure everything is right.
It has to be renewed every single year, yeah. It's all about the duvet being a really dry environment. So if you worry about things like dust mites and you have allergies, the great thing is silk and cotton are a very dry environment, so they just don't like to be around it. So that's why they don't live
and
within
try
silk.
it. If you've got allergies and you're thinking, I wonder if it's going to make a difference to the way I sleep, get it home and try it. You've got a 10-year warranty, but you've also got a money-back guarantee as well with Raymond. And it is all down to that silk, and it's the silk it's AAA grade mulberry silk. This is silk from silkworms that only feed not on just mulberry silk, mulberry silk leaves, but actually white mulberry leaves. So it is the purest of silks that you can get. And when that silk isn't available, and this honestly isn't a duvet they can make randomly all year round, because that silk is so pure. If that silk isn't available, the duvets can't be made. And the duvets are handcrafted, and it takes them up to 2 days
to make one duvet.
One duvet.
Yeah,
honestly,
they're not
the quality
mass-produced by machine. They're hand
So when we
assembled,
sell
if you
out,
like.
and we do sell out time and time again, we have to wait to get stock back in.
And at the moment, we've got all sizes available for you. So single through to Super King. The prices are all reduced prices. We've got PayPal, Pay in 3 available on every single size. So we start with the single size for you. It should be £169. It's got a £30 saving there, so £139. Maybe you're thinking of children. Maybe the children aren't sleeping well, especially right now, overheating. This duvet, remember, is designed to work with your temperature. So if you get too hot, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres. Everything comes under the same item number. 212998 is that item number. Should be 169 down to 139. And if you use PayPal Pay in 3, paying online, £47.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments for single. Then we go to your double size. One of the best sellers, always the double size. Should be £239. That's the price you'll pay at Mulberry Silk, at RK directly. we've got a £60 saving against that and our usual price. Comes down to 179, and that's 61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments with PayPal. Remember, this is going to be great in the winter months because it locks in the warmth and keeps you warm, but great in these summer extreme temperatures because it releases the heat through the fibres.
Now, the single, if you've got young children and they're waking up hot and sweaty, it might make them sleep a little bit better. Can't guarantee that, but you can get it home and you can try it. If the double or the king size, which you're going to see the details now, if you sleep with a partner and you both sleep completely differently, your partner's always boiling hot, throwing the duvet off, you're always freezing cold, tucking the duvet under, it's going to work for both of you, and it's going to work for you, like Sean says, all year round. You never need to change this duvet. King size is always super popular. Price-wise, phenomenal. Stock-wise, we haven't got... I'll be honest, we've got double figures. That's all we've got. So if you want that king size, normally it's $259. Our price tonight, $199. So you've got a £60 saving. And then when you split that cost with PayPal, £67.98. That's the first of 3 payments. So that's all you need to pay to get this home and try it, because you have got that money back guarantee. Now, the Super King is the lowest stock that we have. And that Super King, oh gosh, if you want luxury, this is that luxury for your Super King bed. Again, £279 is its regular price. If you're buying it from Raymond direct, and that's the only other place to get it, apart from us here on Shop on TV, our price, £219. And again, if you split that cost, £74.65 is your price. Now, it's always great to have your company, but I truly do think you've switched on just at the right time. Perhaps you're awake right now because you are too hot and it's driving you mad. You're just not getting a good night's sleep. Perhaps you toss and turn all night. This duvet will drape over you. You'll never have a cold spot. You'll never
have a wind tunnel between you if you sleep with a partner, because it drapes over your body, it goes back to the bed, and then it drapes over your partner's body. It's not constrictive, you don't feel claustrophobic.
And it's lovely and lightweight, which at first you'll think is strange, and then you'll just really love it. And I just wish when my Auntie Cora was alive, she was always freezing cold through the winter, but she couldn't bear, because she was so fragile, any heavy weight on her legs, so she couldn't bear blankets, you know, on the bed, but she needed them to stay warm. So this would have worked brilliant. My dad ended up building like a wooden little sort of bridge so we could put blankets over her, but it wouldn't sit over her legs. So this would have been perfect for her. It's perfect, I think, for all and everybody, whatever age you are, whatever time in life you're going through, however your body temperature works, whatever temperature it is through the year, this duvet is that duvet that's going to allow you to get that better night's sleep. And you might think that is extreme, and surely that can't be true. You've got a money back guarantee to get this home and see if it makes that difference through these hot nights. You've got that money back guarantee to see if that allergy seal of approval actually is going to work with your allergies. And this is what it's all about, that confidence, money back guarantee, and a 10-year warranty. And that is what our Mulberry Silk duvets, and all the products actually from the Mulberry Silk company, is all about.
It's really important to point out that it's 100% mulberry silk filled. It's not a silk mix or a silk blend. Lots of duvets out there are mixed with polyesters.
Until you read the small print, you don't realise.
And you don't get the benefits that we're talking about unless it's 100% mulberry silk filled. Also, the second strongest natural fibre in the world, second only to spider's webs, believe it or not. Storage wise, because it folds really flat, it's great for storage if you don't have a lot of space. But remember, you're going to leave this duvet on your bed year round. There's no storing away your winter duvet and bringing out your summer duvet. This is going to work with you all year.
Well, Raymond does a lot of shows for boat and caravan shows, and he has a lot of caravanners because it is so easy to put away. But camping, you know, if you like to take a little bit of a luxury, you go glamping, take your duvet with you. And the great thing is it is machine washable. If you've got a little one and there's any accidents, if you've got pets that sleep on the bed, actually just having that clean duvet, oh, it's the best feeling to have clean sheets. Well, you have got a super clean bed when you sleep under silk. So machine washable as well, dries super quickly, but it will go into the tumble dryer if you want to. And just remember how it drapes over that body. So you'll never have a cold spot. You'll never roll over and have that draft going down your back. You'll never need to kick this duvet off because you're too hot. You'll never need to tuck it under because you're too cold, because it works with you all year round.
It works with your body temperature, but it'll also work with my body temperature. And same for you at home. In fact, we've got a review from a lady called Mary that says exactly that. We read it, didn't we, while we were doing our preparations. This shows you exactly what we're talking about. This is what Mary said. I wish I'd found your company years ago. Your silk duvet has transformed my life. I now sleep not waking up in a hot sweat, and my husband, who felt he couldn't sleep without a seriously weighty duvet and is cold-blooded, also sleeps. And this is why it works, because it's all natural fibres that you're getting here, remember. So if you get into bed on a regular duvet, let's say a hollow fibre duvet, you get underneath there, you start to get warm, you get warmer and warmer, the heat rises, it hits the hollow fibre, and then it comes back towards you. So you get hotter again, so you overheat, so you kick the duvet off. Then you get cold, so you wake up again, so you put the duvet back on, and it's a vicious cycle. With this, because it's all natural, when you get too hot, the heat rises, and it wicks away moisture so you won't perspire, and it dissipates the heat through all of those natural fibres we're talking about. However, in the winter, when the heat rises, if you're cold, it locks the warmth in for you. So that's why it works all year round.
You'll become a bed snob.
Yes.
And we are, and we didn't realise until you sleep somewhere else. We don't appreciate our duvet enough because we're used to it. We're used to that luxury until we sleep somewhere else. And we did it last year. We slept at a relative's
this weekend.
Well, no, your relatives was the best, and we slept in that room under that duvet, and we woke up, and it was summer, and we were both awake, absolutely boiling and sweating. I'm like, I think they've got the radiator on. And I was like that. I got up, I felt, no, it's not on. And I think, have they got underfloor heater? It's absolutely boiling in here. And then we realised it was the duvet. But we get it so often in hotels now.
Just happened this weekend, the same thing. I just thinking why we hadn't slept, because we were away, we were relaxed. But it's because we didn't have our silk duvet. That's the difference it makes to you. Like you say, become a bed snob. You'll want to take it with you wherever you go. And when it comes to the silk itself, it's classed as the king of silks. It's a Mulberry AAA grade long strand silk. But then it comes to the cover as well, which is also really important. This is 233 thread count. Now, when you talk about thread count, every square inch of fabric that you see there has 233 threads, both horizontally and vertically. So every square inch, so it feels super smooth. It feels like silk on the outside.
It feels so good. Some people don't even put a cover on it.
No, lots of people don't.
Obviously, you do, and you can put your covers on there, but because it's machine washable and because it does feel so luxurious, we do have people emailing in saying, actually, I don't bother putting a cover on it. But lots of us like that cover to get the design to match with the curtains and to match with the room.
Yeah, and what we'd say, always use a cotton cover, because then again it's natural, so you're still getting all the benefits when it comes to your duvet. With thread count, anything over 180 is classed as luxury. Remember, this is 233 every square inch. The other thing you can see is the box cassette construction you've got here. Can you see all those individual boxes? Now, the silk itself is anchored into position, so it's not going to move, so you'll have an even amount of silk in every single square. It won't move around in that square, but that also means across the entire duvet, when you shake the duvet, when you make the bed, it stays in place. And
so many duvets, you have to really shake them, don't you? Because you virtually see a big lump at the bottom. There's like a gap there. You can never get it even, where this will always be even across the whole of the bed, which means you don't get any hot or cold spots, which means it sits beautifully. But I'll be absolutely honest, because you don't toss and turn all night, you wake up and your bed is virtually made. Yes. It's so tidy compared with a different, a normal duvet, and you virtually just get out and pull it up, and the bed is made in an absolute instant. And I love the fact that it's not a big bulky duvet for changing the cover, because that can be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
My mum, you know, really struggles to change a duvet cover now, but not with a duvet that's lightweight like this.
Yeah, they always weigh you down, don't they? So there's so many benefits, so many tick boxes when it comes to this. Mulberry silk, finest silk, AAA grade silk. It's also anchored into position. It's long strand silk, which is really important. It's hand assembled over a couple of days. So that's why we don't have them all the time. That's why we don't have an unlimited amount of
And the
stock.
allergy seal of approval. It's, as far as we know, the only UK duvet that's got the allergy seal of approval. Dust mites don't like silk. So this means if you do suffer with allergies, this is a great duvet to try to see if it makes that difference. And you can, because you've got a money back guarantee. Don't forget you have got, of course, that 10-year warranty as well on your duvet. And we have at the minute got all sizes. Really compact. We said it's, you know, because it's lightweight, it's really easy to change the duvet cover, but it means you can take this away with you in the caravan, in the motorhome. Take it glamping with you, allowing you to have that luxury while you're out and about, but it stores away so easily. Now, this is what it's all about. It's all about this 100% long fibre mulberry, AAA grade mulberry silk. This silk is only from silkworms that feed off a white mulberry leaf. So you have got the king of silks, helping you get that great night's sleep, breathable, works with and helps regulate your body temperature, works with the temperature of the year, keeping you warm in the winter, cool in the summer. Did you see it go in the washing machine? You can machine wash this. How great is that? Perhaps you've got a little one, they have an accident, throw it in the washing machine. Perhaps you've got cats and dogs and you have to take your duvet down to the dry cleaners to try and get, and it's expensive and it always comes back smelling nasty,
Has that
doesn't it?
chemical smell then.
Whereas these, throw them, whatever size, king size, super king, into your washing machine. Dries really quickly, but you can even put it into the tumble dryer
Yeah,
as
on
well.
a low setting you can tumble dry as well. But to be fair, it dries so quickly because it's not that big, heavy, bulky duvet that we've been talking about.
And you can only get the duvets and all the Mulberry Silk products that we've got on our show from ourselves or Raymond's company. Raymond often comes and is a guest for the product. It's his company. So if you don't buy from us, do check out Raymond's prices because we do get a fantastic saving. And don't forget, we have got at the minute all sizes available. Very low in stock in single, very low in stock in Super King. If you're going for the single, remember machine washable. If this is for a little one, perhaps they always wake up hot and clammy through the summer and you just think if they'd just sleep a bit longer, might help them sleep a little bit longer. Can't guarantee it, but you can try it with your money back guarantee. Normal price is £169. Our price tonight, £139, and you can split that cost with PayPal on our website if you've got a PayPal account. So £47.98, that's the first of those three payments. If you want to go for the double, that's normally £239. Remember, it works for you and it works for your partner. So if you sleep completely differently, they sleep hot, you sleep cold, it will work for you both all year round. £60 saving there, and if you split the cost with PayPal, £61.32 is the first of those three payments.
And then we go to your king size. Maybe you've got a double bed and you want the drape of that beautiful duvet across the bed itself. So change up to a king size on your double bed. It'll look like that. It looks great across the bed. £60 saving, should be $259 down to $199. And then we go Super King. Super King, that luxury of a Super King bed. You want a luxury duvet, well, that's what you've got with the Super King size. A usual price of £279 comes down to $219, and with PayPal paying £74.65 on your first of three payments. Everything under that same item number, remember, 212998. But
and don't forget 10-year warranty, which is just crazy, and a money-back guarantee. You've got no reason not to buy tonight. But what you might want to do, and especially when you read the 5-star reviews, is buy more, because
we've got everything silk for you tonight.
It's quite sleep changing when you sleep under silk, isn't it?
It certainly is. We're going to talk about the pillows that we've got from Mulberry Silk. These were years in the making. Now, when you look at this pillow, first of all, it looks really luxurious, doesn't it? And it is luxurious because the silk we've been talking about is what you've got in this pillow. But when they first developed this, it took them lots of different prototypes to come up with it.
Well, they wanted it to be silk, obviously, but then they needed something to give it a support.
Well, the first ones they brought out were just silk, so they were really floppy. Didn't have that support that you're talking about. So they've put a core support in the middle of here. And that's encapsulated with that same silk we've been talking about, the long strand, AAA grade mulberry silk. Wraps all the way around it. So all the benefits we've been talking about, wicking away moisture, working with body temperature.
Perhaps you get that hot, sweaty neck. Perhaps you're always trying to find the cool spot on your pillow. Perhaps you always wake up with that wild bed hair. You've got that breathability to this.
And all natural. So the cotton outer that you're looking at there, you've got that lovely quilted design. Again, it's got the 233 thread count. That means every square inch has 233 threads horizontally and vertically. That lovely piped detail. But what I want to show you is this. I'm going to scrunch this pillow right up, because you can machine wash these as well.
Oh, goodness. Look at your pillow at home right now. I bet it's a right state anyhow, but could you imagine putting it in the washing machine, what state it'd come out? This washes so brilliantly, doesn't it?
And it just comes back out like this. It doesn't all clump, it doesn't all lump at one end.
So when you've had that cold and you've been coughing and spluttering and dribbling through your sleep, and you think, oh gosh, I'll change the pillowcase, but I still don't feel it's clean. No, perhaps you've been poorly in bed for a few days. You can wash that pillow just like you can wash the duvet, which is fantastic. Great gift idea, I think, these.
Lovely gift idea, yeah. And reduced in price as well. Remember, our usual price, and the price with Arcane Mulberry Silk, it's £60 is the price. We've got a £20 discount. So $14.98 if you're using PayPal. If you're multi-ordering, you just pay one postage. 654433 is your item number. It's about upgrading that sleep system, isn't it?
Well, if you're not sleeping well, I know we blame it on so many things. You'll think, oh, my mind just doesn't switch off. But if you're tired and you sit down perhaps to watch your favourite soap, and you're falling asleep in your armchair, it's because you're comfortable. Our bodies are tired, they need to sleep. So if you're not sleeping, there's a reason for that. And I truly put it down to what you're sleeping on, what you're sleeping under, what you're putting your head onto. How often do you wake up with that funny neck, or you wake up through the night plumping a pillow up, folding a pillow over? It's finding the right things for you. And with Raymond's products, everything is so natural. Everything is working for you straight away. But the other great thing is you do have a money-back guarantee. You get the opportunity. And it's very rare we can say that with bedding. You get the opportunity to try.
Yeah, get it home, try it. If it's not right for you, Raymond will offer you that money-back guarantee. We keep mentioning Raymond. He came in a previous show with Rob to tell us all about these fabulous pillows.
One of the senior buyers from a very large TV company came along to us. She said, you know, the public love your duvets. Could you please make a pillow to the same high standards?
Yep.
We went back to our head office in Vancouver. We have a research and development department there, and we went to work making a pillow. Now, there's an old saying, Rob, the devil is in the detail. So we took our time. There's no point rushing.
And this is an expert bedding company.
Yes,
it, you know,
we have a
the Mulberry
stellar
Silk
reputation
company.
for making high quality products. So we took our time. It took us roughly 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now we brought it back to the UK to launch it. Now at this point I should mention the Bedding Association here in Britain. They reckon, they're clever people, they know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they reckon the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
And the rest.
Now keep that figure in mind, Rob, 60 or 65%. When we launch this pillow, this will perhaps give the viewers some courage to buy one and try it. It's sold with a money-back guarantee. When we launched it, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. Now, we didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned. 19, Rob, not 19%. 19 out of 86,000. Now, here's the reason why. This one I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home. When I come here, I bring it so I can hold it up to the camera and let the viewers make a judgment on it, right? It's been washed, I would say, 20 to 25 times. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once or twice a year, on a warm, sunny day, you drop it in the washing line in the garden, let the sun beat down on it, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. Now, if you read the label in this pillow, we're not trying to hoodwink anyone. This is exactly what's inside it. If you were to cut this pillow open, in the middle, you have a little pocket of fiber. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders and make it really comfortable. All the way around that little pocket of fiber, you have layer after layer after layer of triple A grade, long fiber, mulberry silk, officially recognized by the silk industry to be the king of silks. Top cover Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. We guarantee this pillow for at least 2 years. And I must tell you, when you wash it, it's going to look like that. I would estimate the life of this pillow, well, I would estimate at minimum 10 to 15 years. It's a top quality pillow. Now, you can only buy it from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. We don't supply shops. I'll tell you why in a second. I'll tell you why right now, in actual fact. The reason why we don't supply shops, normally when you have a pillow like this ready to be sold to the public, you take it to a distributor, who then sells it to a wholesaler, who then sells it to the shopkeeper or the retailer. We've eliminated those 3 people.
It's fantastic, isn't it, that you've got the opportunity to get such quality for such great prices, and you get the opportunity to try as well with the money back guarantee. The pillows do tend to sell out time and time again, so whilst we do have the stock, go with that saving, £20 saving. I would say if you do sleep with a partner, both get a pillow.
Oh yeah,
because you will have a fallout if there's only one in the house. And just think about the qualities of that silk, that breathability, the fact it's been designed as well with that fibre core that really gives you that lovely support to the head and the neck, but again that beautiful comfort that wicks away moisture, perhaps stop you get that really sweaty neck through the night trying to find the cool spot. You don't need that cool
spot. It's all those
spot.
Benefits of silk that we talk about, and that is a great point right now with the weather the way it is. How often are you turning your pillow over trying to find that cool spot? It disturbs your sleep, it wakes you up. This wicks away the moisture, like we were saying, and to be honest, it's designed to help with that overheating for you. And
of course, silk, dust mites don't like it. So if you have allergies, this could make such a difference to the way you're sleeping. And I'm not making a claim there. You've got the chance to get it home and to try it. But silk, dust mites don't like. So please, if you suffer with allergies, do get it home and try it with that money back guarantee. But if you are buying the pillow, something I think you should definitely put alongside it is our silk pillowcases. I bought a silk pillowcase years ago, not this quality, and we'll talk you through the quality of this. And the reason I did is my beautician recommended me to get a silk pillowcase, and my hairdresser recommended me to get a silk pillowcase. So go onto the internet and just put in, is a silk pillowcase going to be good for my skin? Is it going to be good for my hair? And you'll be blown away with the results. Lots we can't tell you, and so many reasons most celebrities will sleep on a silk pillowcase.
This is silk on both sides as well, really important to point out. Lots of silk pillowcases just have silk on the one side. The other thing, on the inside of this pillowcase, you can see the material's a little bit different on the inside. That's because it's cotton lined, and the reason for that is to stop the pillowcase ruffling. So if I rub my hands across here, you see how it stays smooth on the actual pillow. Obviously this isn't on the pillow at the moment, but it doesn't ruffle up. So how many times have you got up in the morning, your pillowcase is all ruffled underneath your face, so you've got those morning lines all across.
Well, that's why my beautician recommended me to get a silk pillowcase. I was like, why have I got, this side of my face is more lined than the other? And she was like, what side do you sleep on? I was like, oh, Yeah, that side. And if you're putting beautiful creams on your face, if you're sleeping on different fabrics, a lot of those fabrics sort of can dry your skin out, whereas the silk will work alongside those great creams.
And again, put that in your search engine.
And then my hairdresser, you've seen lots of the silk bonnets. My hairdresser, my hair was really breaking badly, and she was like, get yourself a silk bonnet and put again into the internet. Is a silk pillowcase going to be good for my hair? There are so many things, we can't go into great detail, but you can do your own research. And honestly, if you want a silk pillowcase, I can't recommend these silk pillowcases enough. The fact it is AAA grade mulberry silk, again, so you've got the quality. The fact you've got the silk on the both sides as well, and the fact you've got such a great saving. Lovely gift idea. Anybody that loves their skincare or their hair products and things, this is a great gift idea for the girls and for the guys. Colour option wise, we have now got 5 colours.
Yeah, and a lot of the time you'll only find them in white. The great thing with Raymond is he's introduced these different colours for us. So you've got a gorgeous sage, you've got a desert option, which is like a champagne. This one they call the rose gold, but it's more of a baby pink option that you see there. There's a beautiful metallic blue, which is like an Arctic, it's called Arctic ice. So all these different colours are available for you at £35. Here you can see the four different colours other than the pink.
So the sage at the front, the Arctic blue, the desert, and then you've got the white at the back, and then the brand new colour that we've got live in the studio is your rose gold. We have got all colour options available at the moment, and it is a really nice gift idea.
I was just going to say, another great gift.
It really is, for anyone that loves their skincare, you know, what really looks after their hair. And it is, again, that luxury. Go on the internet, why do celebrities insist on sleeping on a silk pillowcase? So many benefits. And when you split the cost with PayPal on our website, so affordable, £13.32 is the first of those 3 payments. And as ever, we do tend to sell out of the colours of these very quickly, don't we?
So just choose which colour option you want to go for. Again, great neutral colours, lots of them, that'll go alongside the decor that you've already got at home. 001108 is your item number there if you want to go for the silk pillowcases. The easiest way to find everything is on the website. Remember, the full range is there. If you are multi-ordering, however, you'll only pay 1 postage. So that's a great way to shop. Go to that live logo, click on there. It'll take you through to our live show and our live feed. Remember, you can catch us all day and every day on ITVX. You'll find us there 24/7. You just go to the live shows and live channels, and we're right by ITV1. But here are all the products we've got for you. The silk duvet, the silk pillow, the silk pillowcases. We've even got a silk-topped mattress. If you're looking for a new mattress, that's available as well. And there's a silk pad available for you. It's like a mattress protector, but it's got that same silk that we've been talking about.
Both of those very low on stock, so it will be first come, first served. But all about that luxurious sleep, all about sleeping better. If you're not sleeping well, I truly believe it's down to what you sleep on, it's what you sleep under, it's what you lay your head on. If you're comfortable, you know you're going to nod off to sleep. And perhaps at the minute, the real problem is it's so hot and you're kicking that duvet off. And then you hate being sort of naked in bed. The fly comes and it starts landing on you everywhere. So then you're putting the duvet back on, but then the duvet's too heavy because you're too warm. And again, and when you're doing that, you're not getting that important deep sleep because you're consciously awake because you're tossing and turning.
It's that toxic sleep, isn't it, where you're just not getting that proper night's
And mulberry silk can change that. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this duvet can completely change the way you sleep.
Well, you might have switched on and thought, selling duvets in August, but this is the perfect duvet for August, but it's also the perfect duvet for January as well, because it's all seasons that you're going to keep this on. You're seeing lots of different benefits as we show you through this little clip of film here. It doesn't take up a huge amount of space, so it's compact for easy storage. If you want to take it in your camper van, your caravan or your boat, brilliant for that.
Lightweight as well for changing the duvet cover. You'll love the fact it's so easy to put a cover on and off this, but you're glamping with this. Take this away with you because again, it's going to help you get that better night's sleep. It's all down to the actual filling. And that is, of course, your AAA grade mulberry silk. Only comes from silkworms that feed from a white mulberry leaf. So you are talking the king of silks.
You certainly are. 100% breathable, as you saw just there, so great in these summer months. But the fact it'll go in your washing machine, because it's not too big, it's not too bulky, it regulates your temperature, and it'll do that for you, but it'll also do it for your partner. So if you run at different temperatures, like most couples do, one of you runs hot, one of you runs cold, it's going to work with your temperature individually. The reason it does that is because it's completely natural. So 100% mulberry silk filling. And that's important. If you are shopping around and you're looking at other silk duvets, lots of them are silk mixes or silk blends.
Always read the small print.
So you don't get the benefits that you get here.
Once you've got that mix, you lose that breathability. You lose all the benefits of that pure white AAA grade mulberry silk throughout the whole of the duvet. And very cleverly, sort of cassette construction that keeps it all in place. So you never have any hot or cold spots. That it's even, that silk.
It's an even distribution
through the whole of the duvet
across the entire duvet. So you've got what Hayley just mentioned, the box cassette construction. So there's individual boxes. The silk itself is anchored into place, so it won't move around in the box.
And that's handcrafted.
Yep.
Takes around about 2 days to make a duvet. So you are again talking about absolute quality.
Also edge to edge filled, so you've got the border that runs round it. Again, your silk is anchored into place in there, and you'll feel that as soon as you get it out of the packaging at home. Do this when you get it out. Just put one hand on either side and rub your hands together. Boy, can you feel the silk in there. The value, if you imagine what you pay for a silk blouse or a silk tie.
Or silk tie.
And then imagine how much silk is actually in here. As Hayley was saying, hand assembled, it takes a couple of days to put these together. They're not mass produced. The other thing to talk about is the outer, the cotton outer, because that's also 100% cotton. So again, everything is natural. So the point in that is that when you get too hot when you're in bed, normally the heat rises and it's blocked by your duvet. It comes back and you get hotter and hotter and you overheat. Well, with this, because it's all natural, the heat rises and it releases the heat through all the natural fibres. Also wicks away moisture as well. So if you suffer sweating and perspiring at night, it's wicking that moisture away from you. But in the winter, it works in reverse.
Yeah, you'll never be too hot, you'll never be too cold. And if you sleep completely different to your partner, it's going to work for you individually. Through these really hot nights, you won't be kicking this duvet off. Through the really cold winter nights, you won't be trying to tuck that duvet under. It drapes over the body. So even, and sometimes you roll over and then you've got this sort of draft going down your back. You'll never have that. It sort of cascades over you. It cocoons you. It hugs you all night long, but so comfortably. You will think when you first see it, it feels light, but it will change the way you sleep. And probably over the years, this is one of the most 5-star rated products that we've ever worked alongside. We used to have books of 5 stars, didn't we, for this? Because it really is a product for so many. It's a big statement, but it's changed their life. But you can sit at home thinking, well, that's ridiculous. You've got a money-back guarantee to get this home to try it. Don't forget, as far as we know, the only UK silk duvet that's got the allergy seal of approval. And that's huge. Silk, dust mites don't like silk.
Well, it's a very dry environment, so that's why they don't like to be around it.
So if you've got allergies,
dust mites, allergies,
get this home and try it. See if it makes a difference, which you, again, can.
Now, Hayley mentioned we've got lots of reviews. We're going to share some of those reviews with you right now. Evie says this: I absolutely love mulberry silk. I have 2 quilts and 6 pillows. Good work, Evie. And can I just say, they wash like a dream. Washed and tumble dried in 3 hours. The pillows take a little bit longer to dry. Best purchase I've ever made. I've had mine for 3 years and they still look like new. I would recommend everyone to try them. That's great, isn't it?
Now, remember, you get a 10-year warranty with your duvet. And hand on heart, we've had our duvet. I'll say this exact duvet. It could be this duvet on the bed, actually, because ours looks just the same. For 27 years. Yeah. We bought it from Raymond, who you've seen through the show if you've been with us since the beginning, from a show and exhibition. And we've slept under it every day since. We never change it in the winter. We never change it in the summer. It's our all-season duvet. And it works for us both, though we both sleep very differently.
Very different temperatures we run at.
And I run at different temperatures through the whole night.
Throughout the night, your temperature changes.
Completely.
And so it works for everybody. We've got a couple more reviews we're going to share with you right now. Gillian, well, singing the praises of your products to all who will listen from Gillian. Brian says, very light to sleep under. That's another great point. If you're used to big, bulky duvets, it does feel very different. But the great thing is it works all year round for you.
And sometimes that light duvet, I know for my mum who's a little bit older, when you need to get up, you need to get up and you need to go. If you've got a big heavy duvet, it's quite difficult sometimes to get out of them, isn't it? Where you can just throw. And the other nice thing is, like we're saying, really easy to change the cover. But when you get up in the morning, your bed's virtually made because you don't toss and turn all night. Your bed never looks really messy. You can virtually just pull the duvet up.
But
and
even
it's
when
done.
it does come to making the bed, it's really easy to make the bed as well.
And there's no more having to shake to make sure it's even. This will always have that right amount of silk in every single spot because of the very clever design. It's all about you sleeping better, and it's all about you being able to have that little bit of luxury, which of course you can. And we have got all sizes, by the way, from single through to king size, or super
sizes,
king, I should say.
All sizes available, yeah, and they are standard UK sizes we're talking about. You just saw the allergy seal of approval that Hayley was talking about. The fact that this is really lightweight, when you first sleep under it, it did take me a couple of nights to get used to it because I was used to having the bulk of a duvet.
And then you'll just love it.
Yeah, you do. You fall in love with it. The fact it's great for storage, but this is what's really important to point out. If you're shopping like for like, you've got to make sure it's 100% silk filled, and not any old silk. This is the king of silks, the AAA grade long fibre silk that you've got in there. 100% breathable. So at this time of year, it's perfect. It means that it wicks away moisture. It releases the heat.
And you won't overheat.
No.
So many people now tossing and turning, they're too hot. They're kicking the duvet off.
Wakes you
then
up.
you don't like it because you're naked, and then a fly lands on you. Then you put the duvet back over you. Then it's too hot again, and you're not getting a good night's sleep. This will work for you all night long, whatever time of year it is, however hot or however cold it is. You'll never overheat under this duvet. You'll never feel chilly under this duvet. And honestly, we've got the confidence to say, get it home and try it. You've got a money back guarantee, which is fantastic. Yeah,
it really is. We talk about Raymond a lot during the shows. He's a very good friend of ours. We've known him for decades. Like we say, we've had our duvet 27, 28 years. And we knew Raymond before then, didn't we? Working at shows and exhibitions. So he often comes to the studio to tell us about these fabulous products. Let's have a listen to what he's got to say.
In my opinion, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
Right.
And an awful lot of people find they go to bed at night hoping to have a good night's sleep. And they're
or
waking
thinking
up,
they are getting a good night's sleep even.
Yeah, and they're waking up in the middle of the night. And the main reason why they're waking up in the middle of the night, they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, Rob, too hot.
Sure.
So one of the advantages of silk, there are many advantages, but one of them, it is a duvet that is self-regulating. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a different one for the summer. I'll explain why as we get deeper into the show. You'll find it's hygienic because dust mites cannot live in it.
Right.
That's not me saying that. That's not you saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it.
Yes.
And here's the certificate to prove it.
Yeah, and that's been certified every year.
Certified
for how many years now?
Every year for the last 30-odd years.
30 plus
now,
years.
the important thing to remember, you can wash it as often as you want.
You can wash it.
As often as you want.
In a regular washing machine.
The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs just under 3 kilos. Right? It'll fit in any standard UK machine. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry or line dry. Now, the important thing to remember, quality. At the end of the day, Rob, nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality.
Right.
Now, there's only two parts to this duvet. The top cover
Yep.
and the filling within the top cover. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury. So the top cover is spot on. Now, the filling within the top cover is very, very special. It is AAA grade mulberry silk. And what I'm going to say next, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk. Now remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet. They're simply answering questions. And they will tell you, the professionals within the silk industry, they consider mulberry silk, AAA grade, to be the king of silks. Now that's an interesting word, Rob, king. There can only be one king. Others aspire to be king. But within the silk industry, one king, mulberry, AAA grade. And that's all we use. And we use long-fibre silk. Each strand within the duvet is over 1 mile long, unbroken. So that means when you wash it, it cannot clump up. So perhaps you'll have worked out for yourself by now. We think, and our customers who've already bought them from us think, this is a very, very special product. A 10-year warranty, that's a long time.
Say that again, Ray.
A 10-year warranty,
A
Rob.
decade.
A decade, 10 years.
So if anything goes wrong with your duvet, in
10 years.
10 years, you're going to sort it
I
out.
must tell you something. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world.
Yeah.
Although we guarantee it for 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 36 years old. And my wife washes them on average 3 times a year. Cold wash, 30 degrees, wash them as often as you want. And the final thing, the most important thing, whatever you buy, whether it's from a regular shop, whether it's from a television channel, whether you buy online, it's so important that you get value for money. So I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. We are offering our duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it 22 years ago when we first put it on television.
Prices are absolutely crazy. You did see the allergy seal of approval, and you do have to get that every single year. It's not like the awards you see on the walls in restaurants that have gone a bit brown and they were actually dated, you know, in 1999. You have to get it every year, and they can turn up at any point to check if it is as it should be, if the quality is there. And that's what you're looking at. And as far as we know, this is the only silk duvet that has the UK allergy seal of approval.
And you can see on the certificate, it says for reduction in exposure to live dust mites for the product, for the silk duvet. The fact that it's got that means that if you do suffer with allergies, what a bonus this is going to be for you.
And yeah, because
they don't like to live in that environment.
And that could make such a difference to where you sleep. And we're not making any claims. You've got a money-back guarantee to get this home and to try it. And we very rarely can say you can try bedding, but you can. And we have at the minute got all sizes, single through to Super King, all under the same item number. We are quite low on some of the sizes though, so I can't guarantee you that size all night long, and we do tend to sell out time and time again. So all you need to do is put in the item number 212998, and then you can check out all the individual prices. You're seeing the single details on your screen. Remember, it's machine washable, so if you have got young children going into bed perhaps for the first time, if they have an accident, throw it in the washing machine. It's not the end of the world at all. Should be £169. And if you're the only other place to get Mulberry Silk Company duvet is from Raymond himself, and it's £169 with him. Our price £139. You can split that with PayPal to £47.98. That's the first to 3 payments. Then the double, don't forget, it helps to help regulate your body temperature, and that's you as you, but that's also your partner and the way they sleep. So it works for both of you. So if you're going for that double, Perhaps you always fall out. They want a heavy duvet, you want a cooler duvet. This will be the right duvet for both of you. £60 saving there, £179. And of course, when you split that cost with PayPal, £61.32 is the first of those 3 payments.
We've also got the king size. The king size is a usual price of $259. It's down to less than 200, so £60 saving. And again, that comes down to $67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Maybe you've got a double bed at home and you want that drape over the bed, so go for a king size duvet. You'll have that luxurious look of drape and no more duvet wars with your partner. And then we go to the super king size. Should be $279. Another £60 saving down to $219, and that comes down to $74.65 on your first of 3 payments with that PayPal. Everything under that same item number. Remember, when you go to the website, 212998 is the item number. You can order on the phones if you so wish. 03333 241 241 is the phone number.
And do check out everything that we've got from Mulberry Silk Company. We have got the duvets, we've got the pillows, we've got silk pillowcases. So if you go onto the website shopontv.co.uk, click onto our live hour, takes you through to this page. You can put everything into your basket if you wish. You'll only pay that one delivery cost, and that will come up as you pop the items in. We have got a very small amount of mattresses, but only in one size,
just
unfortunately.
The king size available.
So this is what happens with Mulberry Silk. We do tend to sell out, and we've got some of the mattress pads as well. But please make sure, if you're not sleeping well, you try Mulberry Silk. And remember, you get a money back guarantee with Raymond. So get items home and see if they work for you. You've got nothing to lose.
You really haven't so much to gain when it comes to your
a good night's sleep.
Because if you don't get a good night's sleep, it affects everything in your day, doesn't it? It affects the way you are when you're making your coffee, the way you are with your kids, your partner.
Emotional. What do we say about kids when they have a tantrum? They're tired. But as adults, we're very much the same, aren't we? If we're tired, we're not the same people. Perhaps fall out with a loved one, they go off to work, you're not talking, and then you think, what was that about? And actually, it's because you didn't sleep well. And I know it sounds crazy, but a duvet can change the way you sleep.
A duvet, a mattress, pillows, I think they can all add to that better night's sleep. And it's about creating that perfect sleep environment to give you the best chance to get a good night's sleep.
And remember, with Mulberry Silk, even on the hottest of nights like we're having, it's going to work for you. Even on the coldest of nights through the winter, it's going to work for you. All year round, natural product that's going to work and help regulate your body temperature. And for so many, changed the way they sleep. Sleep changing, that's what I'm going to say. And remember, everything with a money back guarantee. And if you look at the duvet, 10-year warranty.
A 10-year warranty, the Allergy UK seal of approval, and the fact that you've got that money back guarantee. So if you don't get along with it, you can return it to Raymond and get your money back. And don't go anywhere, there's so much more to come.
Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shayley, and together we've got one of our absolute favourite brands, products that we have at home. A duvet that we've had for 27 years, which we will tell you about, and a duvet that changed the way we sleep. And that's what this show is all about. If you're not sleeping well, I think we've got all the solutions.
And if you're thinking a duvet in August, what is this all about? Well, this is a duvet that's all year round. You will never take this duvet off your bed, but when you do want to wash it, it'll go in the washing machine. The reason it's so good is because it works with your body temperature. It's designed to wick away moisture when you get too hot. But in the winter months, it locks the warmth in.
So you're never too hot.
Yep.
Through all these really hot nights, you're not kicking this duvet off. Through the winter, you're never too cold. You're not trying to tuck that duvet under. And it's all down to how it's made and what it's made from.
What it's made from, without a doubt. It's 100% mulberry silk. This is the finest quality of silk, the king of silks as they call it, triple A grade long strand silk. When you get it home, do this and you will feel that quality when we're talking about the silk filling. It's not a silk mix, it's not a silk blend, 100% mulberry silk filled. And this is where you can see the finest quality. Your duvet will have a little zipper on the side. You can look inside, you can feel the silk and see the quality that you get. It's also 100% cotton outer, so everything is natural. So when you're too hot in the summer months, it wicks away the moisture, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres. When you're too cold in the winter, it locks the warmth in.
And if you think that sounds too good to be true, you get a money back guarantee. You can actually get this home and physically sleep under it and see the difference it's going to make to the way you sleep. As far as we know, it's the only silk duvet that has the UK allergy seal of approval. Dust mites don't like silk, it's too drier environment. So if you haven't got dust mites in your duvet, that again could change the way you sleep if you have allergies. And again, not making a statement, not making a claim, you've got a money back guarantee to get this home and to try it. And to get this certificate is huge.
And this certification is for the reduction in exposure to live housed dust mites in the mulberry silk duvet. It's not just in the UK, it's in Canada, the USA, Ireland, the EU, New Zealand and Australia. That's where that certification is awarded to this fabulous silk
and you
duvet.
have to get it every single year, and they can turn up at any point and check the quality of your product. All the duvets that you buy from us here from the Mulberry Silk Company will be 100% AAA grade mulberry silk, will be that 230 thread count, will be this quality, and this quality takes them 2 days. They handcraft and hand make these. You are truly buying luxury at fantastic prices.
We've had this duvet for 27, I think maybe 28 years.
Yeah, hand on heart. We bought it from Raymond, who you will meet a little bit later
we
on.
bought it at a show and an exhibition. It was the Ideal Home Show in London where we got it. Got it in the depths of winter, thought, is that going to keep us warm? But it was beautiful at keeping us warm in the winter.
And he said to us, like he says to you, get it home and try it. Take it home and see the difference that it makes. And it will. For so many, it's been sleep changing. It's changed the way people sleep. Beautiful duvet, such great quality, looks fabulous on the bed. Some people don't even put a cover on it, and of course do put a cover on it so it matches the whole of the bedroom, but the quality feels that great. Allergy seal of approval that we talked about as well, and very clever design. So you never have a hot or cold spot. There's never any lumps and bumps in this duvet.
The filling is anchored into position across the entire duvet. You've got a box cassette construction, so the filling won't move. It's anchored and it's edge to edge filled as well, right down to the border on the edge of the duvet. Great for storage. There you can see the silk we're talking about, the finest quality, the king of silks, AAA grade long strand mulberry silk. If you are going to shop around, make sure that the duvets that you're looking at are 100% silk. They're not silk blends or silk
Yeah,
mixes.
because then you lose all the quality of the silk. The fact that it is breathable, that it helps regulate your body temperature. You're never too hot, you're never too cold. Machine washable. Who's got a duvet that you can fit into the washing machine? But you can, right up to the Super King. They wash brilliantly, just on a low setting, and then you can tumble dry them on a low setting as well. We have got all sizes available right now, but I will warn you, obviously we've been live on Freeview 89 since midnight. We're already quite low on single and quite low on Super King. So details. Being as it's machine washable, if you've got a little one going into bed for the very first time, if they have an accident, throw it in the washing machine. Comes with a 10-year warranty. If they're 5 now, they're going to be 15 before the warranty runs out on their duvet. Usually £169, and the only other place to buy it is from Raymond himself, his website, or shows and exhibitions. We've got a great saving at £139, and we allow you to split the cost if you're ordering on the website with PayPal. £47.98 is the first of those 3 payments. Now the item number is the same for the single and the double king and Super King. So if you click onto the double, you'll find you've got a £60 saving from the regular price. And remember, if you sleep with a partner, it's going to work with their body temperature. It's going to work with your body temperature individually. It's the right duvet for both of you whatever the season, whatever time of year, however hot or cold it is, you're both going to be able to get that better night's sleep because you're not too hot or too cold. And again, not making a claim, get it home and try it. £60 saving takes it down to £179, and with PayPal, £61.32 is the first of those 3 payments.
Then we go to your king size. Now, maybe you've got a double bed at home and you want the drape of a beautiful duvet across the bed. You don't want to fight over the duvet with your partner. It's great to have a king size over a double bed.
Yeah, you upsize. That's a really good idea.
£60 saving there, should be £259, down to £199, and that comes down to £67.98. Now, that's if you're paying online. That's your first of 3 interest-free payments if you have a PayPal account. So it's a great way to split the cost. We've also got Super King at the moment, but very low in stock on that Super King size. Should be £279, a £219 price with us here, so another £60 saving there. £74.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you use PayPal.
Remember, you've got a money-back guarantee. Get this home and try it. If you've got allergies, see if it makes a difference. If you're too hot, perhaps you're like me going through that time in life and you have those hot and sweaty nights and you're waking up time and time, you're kicking the duvet off, then you're too cold, then the fly comes and lands on you because you've got the window open, then you're tucking the duvet under. You'll never be too hot or too cold in this duvet. This duvet is going to work with you, with your body temperature, and it's going to work with you with the temperature of that night, whether it's summer, whether it's spring, whether it's winter, whether it's autumn, whether it's the coldest of nights. It's going to keep you nice and warm, and it's so important. That right temperature helps you get that better night's sleep. On the hottest of nights, you're not waking up because you're hot and sweaty. Wicks away that moisture. It helps keep you at that right temperature. And if you don't believe, get it home and try it with the money back guarantee. And then do remember, 10-year warranty. But we've already had a very busy night on the duvets. It'll only be as long as stock is available, and the single and the Super King, they are both super low in stock already. And it is because it's such quality, and because they only use the silk that's made from the silkworm that feeds on a white mulberry leaf. It's not a product that's available every day of the week. So when we sell out, we do physically have to wait for them to get stock back in. They won't make it with anything else. It will always be AAA grade mulberry silk. Check your baskets through, but whilst you're checking your baskets through, and we're busy, I'm hearing, on all sizes already, do check out the pillow, because the pillow is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a great way to change your entire sleep system. Silk pillow. Now, when you look at this, you probably think, oh, look how firm it looks. Well, it has support, but it has the softness of the silk wrapping around, a core support in the middle. It's got a gorgeous bounce back. The loft of the pillow is beautiful.
So it fills a pillowcase as well.
It's going to look great in your pillowcase, whatever pillowcases you've got. What's really important to point out is the benefits we've talked about with the duvet come through to the pillow. So it'll wick away the moisture. You won't be looking for the cool spot all the time.
Yeah, so perhaps no more hot, sweaty necks in the morning, wild bed hair because your head got so hot and sweaty. You're sleeping on that luxury silk, that 230 thread count actual cover. And again, I just think, definitely buy for yourself, but I think this is a fabulous gift idea as well. How often does a pillow wake you up? You haven't got the right support from a pillow. You haven't got the comfort from the pillow. You wake up with that funny neck in the morning. Finding the right pillow can again make such a difference to the way you sleep. And if you split the cost with PayPal on our website to get this luxurious silk pillow, it's £40, but splits down to £14.98. You've got 3 payments, and again, a money-back guarantee. So you can pay just that first payment, get it home, and try it.
Yeah.
Raymond is, and you'll meet Raymond shortly, is so passionate about the quality of the products, the fact it makes a difference to the way you sleep. He gives you a money-back guarantee. And don't forget, silk, dust mites don't like silk. So if you suffer with allergies, for me, it just makes me feel like I've always got a clean pillow.
Yeah.
And you can clean this pillow, can't you?
And if you do want to multi-order, remember, you're only paying 1 postage. So go for the duvet, go for the pillow, go for the pillowcases.
Yes.
We've got silk pillowcases available as well for you. So we've got the complete silk solution for your bedroom. And when it comes to a silk pillowcase, pop in your search engine at home, what are the benefits of a silk pillowcase? You will be amazed about the benefits for hair, for skin.
And you can put in that, is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? Is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? My beautician's recommended me a silk pillowcase because I was always so sort of aligned on one side more than the other. And I said, why do you think that is? She said, what side do you sleep? And I was like, oh gosh, that's true. Yeah, I sleep on that side. And then my hairdresser, my hair was very dry and brittle. I said, what can, I buy all the right conditioners. And she says, get a silk bonnet or a silk pillowcase because, and again, go on the internet and put in, is silk good for my hair? You will be blown away the difference it can make. And we are talking, I would say, because I've bought silk pillowcases in the past, the absolute best silk pillowcase you will ever buy for so many different reasons. You just had a quick look at the colours. We will run you through those. But there's great benefits from this silk pillowcase because of the design.
Well, the first thing is that it's not just silk on one side, it's silk on both sides of the pillowcase. That's quite unusual. And to get silk on both sides, you normally pay a premium, so it'd be a lot more expensive. You've also got a cotton lining inside the pillowcase, and the reason that's important is the cotton grips to the actual pillow itself, so it stops the material ruffling at all, so you don't get those morning lines from the material.
Those morning creases, yeah.
That's creased and ruffled into your actual skin. The fact it again is 100% mulberry silk is really important, and the point that we've got different colours available for you. Now this is the one they're calling the rose gold. It is more of a baby pink, but you will see just that beautiful feel straight
and very
away.
new as well. We haven't had that colour very long. We've got your white option, which normally you can only get a silk pillowcase in a white. We have a desert, which is a really nice sort of golden champagne colour. And perhaps you've got those flecks going through your duvet or through your curtains. There's a really nice sage, which is a green. And I think a lot of the time, again, you've got those sort of flecks going through patterns. And it's a nice calming sort of sleeping colour. Behind that, there's a sort of silvery grey. That's going to go great with navies and blues and all your grey options as well. And then that's all of them, isn't it? You've gone the pink, so that's all 5. We've got 5 at the minute. 5. These do sell. They're a great gift for anybody that loves skincare and loves looking after their hair. It's a great present, but we do always tend to sell out of these quite quickly. So pop them into a basket and split that cost. Just £13.32 is the first of those 3 payments.
You'll find everything on the website. Remember, pillows, pillowcases, duvets, multi-order across the show, and you'll only pay 1 postage. Click on the on-air logo that you can see there. It'll take you through. There's our live YouTube channel. You can watch live on YouTube. You can watch us on ITVX all day and every day. But when you scroll down, you'll see all the products we have available on the live show. And if you are multi-ordering across the show, you only pay 1 postage. Lots of you going for duvets and pillows. Oh, and pillowcases now. So add it to your basket, go through to checkout, and get this home and see what a difference it makes for you.
And you can. Money back guarantee. Get the duvet. We've got to get back to the duvet because you're ordering it. And we haven't got as much stock as we would like. So at the minute, you can choose between single up to Super King. It's all about the product. It's all about the filling. It's all about getting a better night's sleep because something is working for you.
And the difference it can make to your night's sleep. And if you're watching thinking, a duvet, you're selling a duvet in August. The reason being, this is the perfect duvet for right now, because when you get too hot, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres. It also wicks away moisture. But it's the same duvet that you're going to keep on all year round. In the winter months, it locks the warmth in and keeps you at that right temperature. We've had ours for 27, 28 years.
Yeah, and you'll never get too hot, you'll never get too cold. It'll drape over you beautifully, it'll cocoon you all night long. Now, we mentioned Raymond a lot, and it's always good to meet Raymond. We bought, as Sean said, our duvet from him 27 years ago, and it looks just like this duvet on the bed. Remember, machine washable, 10-year warranty, and Raymond's so proud of the product that you do get a money-back guarantee.
In my opinion, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
Right.
And an awful lot of people find they go to bed at night hoping to have a good night's sleep. And they're
or
waking
thinking
up,
they are getting a good night's sleep even.
Yeah, and they're waking up in the middle of the night And the main reason why they're waking up in the middle of the night, they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, Rob, too hot.
Sure.
So one of the advantages of silk, there are many advantages, but one of them, it is a duvet that is self-regulating. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a different one for the summer. I'll explain why as we get deeper into the show. You'll find it's hygienic because dust mites cannot live in it.
Right.
That's not me saying that. That's not you saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it.
Yes.
And here's the certificate to prove it.
Yeah, and that's been certified every year. For how many years now?
Every year for the last 30-odd years.
30 plus
now,
years.
the important thing to remember, you can wash it as often as you want.
You can wash it.
As often as you want.
In a regular washing machine.
The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs just under 3 kilos. Right? It'll fit in any standard UK machine. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry or line dry. Now, the important thing to remember, quality. At the end of the day, Rob, nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality.
Right.
Now, there's only 2 parts to this duvet. The top cover and the filling within the top cover. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury. So the top cover is spot on. Now, the filling within the top cover is very, very special. It is AAA grade Mulberry silk. And what I'm going to say next, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk. Now remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet. They're simply answering questions. And they will tell you, the professionals within the silk industry, they consider Mulberry silk, AAA grade, to be the king of silks. Now that's an interesting word, Rob, king. There can only be one king. Others aspire to be king. But within the silk industry, one king, Mulberry, AAA grade. And that's all we use. And we use long-fibre silk. Each strand within the duvet is over 1 mile long, unbroken. So that means when you wash it, it cannot clump up. So perhaps you'll have worked out for yourself by now. We think, and our customers who've already bought them from us think, this is a very, very special product. A 10-year warranty, that's a long time.
Say that again, right?
A 10-year warranty,
A
Rob.
decade?
A decade, 10 years.
So if anything goes wrong with your duvet, in
10 years.
10 years, you're going to sort it out.
I must tell you something. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. Although we guarantee it for 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 36 years old. And my wife washes them on average 3 times a year. Cold wash, 30 degrees, wash them as often as you want. And the final thing, the most important thing, whatever you buy, whether it's from a regular shop, whether it's from a television channel, whether you buy online, it's so important that you get value for money. So I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. We are offering our duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it 22 years ago when we first put it on television.
So you've got an incredible price. You've got a money-back guarantee where you can get this home and you can actually sleep under it. The allergy seal of approval, you have to get every single year. It's only valid for a year. They check and they can come in at any point to check the quality is right. And yet again, they have got that allergy seal of approval up until July 27. And that allergy seal of approval, the only actual duvet, silk duvet that we know of that has the UK allergy seal of approval. And that is huge, isn't it?
Well, it's for the reduction in exposure to live house dust mites in the actual duvet itself. It's not just for the UK, it's also for Canada, the USA, Ireland, the EU, New Zealand and Australia.
So if you suffer with allergies, this could make a difference to the way that you sleep. And I'm not making a claim. You've got a money-back guarantee. You can get this home, sleep under it and see if it makes that difference. But perhaps you don't sleep well because you're so hot at the minute and you're kicking that duvet off, but then you hate being naked or feeling like you're naked in bed. You want something on you, or a fly lands on you, and then you're putting the duvet back on, then you're too hot again.
You don't want to sleep just without, for me, it's
no,
that
you want
comfort
something.
of a covering.
But then perhaps through the winter months, you're always freezing cold. Honestly, this duvet, in the summer, even at these extreme temperatures, you'll never be too hot. In the winter, you'll never be too cold.
And you can get it home and try it with that money-back guarantee that Raymond offers you. When you get it out of the packaging, what I would say to do is put one hand on either side of the duvet and just rub your hands together. Boy, can you feel the quality of the silk that you've got there.
You can feel that silk, can't you?
Yeah, when it comes to silk, if you think about what you pay for a silk blouse or a silk tie, the fact you're getting an entire duvet that's filled with 100% silk, and not any old silk. It's what Raymond calls the king of silks. It's AAA grade Mulberry silk, and the reason it's the best silk is because of the diet the silkworms feed on,
it's
isn't it?
the silk that's in your duvet will only come from a silkworm that has only fed not just off a mulberry leaf, but the white mulberry leaf, which gives you that purest of white silk. And that silk is going to work with you all night long. It's going to help regulate your body temperature. It wicks away moisture if you tend to sort of sweat through the night. Perhaps the kids are always waking up wet and clammy. And remember, that single, machine washable as well. If you've got a young one going into bed for the first time, throw this into the washing machine if there's any accidents. Perhaps the dogs and the cats sleep on the bed and you want to give everything a good wash. I'm going to take this down to the dry cleaners. This will go into the washing machine. But take a look at that silk, because it is the purity of that silk, the fact that it is AAA grade mulberry silk. You've got, I would say, the absolute best of the best, that it works for you. And every duvet will have that little zip so you can see the silk inside. Remember, the silk is very cleverly positioned into the duvet, so you'll never get a hot or cold spot. It'll always be completely even across the duvet. And it's been designed by hand, handcrafted, hand assembled, and it takes about 2 days to stretch that fantastic long thread of silk over the whole of that duvet. And some people actually, because of the quality as well, you've got 230 thread count of cotton covering that silk. Some people don't even put a duvet cover over it because it feels so fantastic.
Well,
Obviously
that's really important as well, because 100% cotton outer, which means it's also completely natural. So that's why you get those benefits when it comes to temperature, when it comes to year-round warmth. When you want to be warm, it keeps you warm. When you want to be cool, it releases the heat through all the natural
And because it's
fibres.
lightweight, really easy to change the duvet cover if you struggle with that. It's so much easier with a silk duvet. Compact as well, so if you do want to take it away with you, caravanning, camping, you know, glamping, the motorhome, that's the silk we were looking at. Just hearing the single's gone limited stock. We've only been on air on ITV for how long? Around about 25 minutes. Our single is limited stock. That means it's down to the final 10%. I was saying if they have an accident, you can pop it into the washing machine. It means you can wash it. Perhaps you've had a cough and cold and you've been in bed poorly for a few days and you just feel your duvet feels unclean. You can quickly wash it, throw it on the washing line, and it even goes in the tumble dryer actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you want to tumble dry on a low setting, but you'll find it dries naturally really quickly. So limited stock on the single already.
I think we better do the prices again because we are so busy on everything. The single and the Super King are both low on stock. Single has just gone completely limited. So check out your deals, because you just met Raymond a moment ago. The only other place to buy the Mulberry Silk Company duvet or products is from Raymond himself. If you go onto his website, the single is £169. With us, 139, and you can split that cost with PayPal on our website to £47.98. That's the first of 3 payments. Remember, and perhaps your little one gets hot and clammy through the night, perhaps they'll sleep better because they don't get hot and clammy anymore. Can't guarantee that, but you have got a money back guarantee, so you can test it yourself. Now the double, if you sleep with a partner, perhaps your partner always sleeps really hot, drives you mad, they're forever kicking the duvet off and you're tucking the duvet under because you're freezing cold. That will never happen because the duvet will work for your partner, and whatever temperature they sleep at, it will work with them and help regulate their body temperature, and it will work with you. If you're like me going through that time of life in your 50s and you change temperature all night long, again, it works with you all night long. Should be £239, £179, £60 saving there. And when you split the cost with PayPal, £61.32 is the first of those 3 payments. And of course, you can pay that and get it home and try it with the money back guarantee. Just hearing we've got queues on the phones. They will get to you as soon as they possibly can, but hang on because these sizes I don't think are going to be with us all night.
And we still have all sizes at the moment. If you want to go to the website and jump the queue if you like, you can add it to your basket. The king size that you're seeing there is, well, normally £259. It's a £60 saving on the king size down to £199, and with those PayPal payments, £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments there. Maybe you've got a double bed and you want that drape across the bed so it looks really luxurious. You're not fighting over the duvet with your partner. Go for that. Go for a king size over a double bed. It'll look great. £199 comes down to £67.98 on your first of 3 payments there. And then finally your Super King size. Remember, these are all standard UK sizes as well, just to reassure you. £279 would be the normal price for your Super King, down to £219, and £74.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
Now, I've got to warn you, the single, the king and the Super King, they're all double figures. It's all we have. That is all we have. The double is thundering towards double figures. The single is super limited stock. That is going to be our first sellout. And we do always have sellouts time and time again. And it is because Raymond doesn't have vast amount of stock all the time because of the quality. And if that AAA grade silk isn't available, the duvets, the pillows, they don't get made. So please, whilst we do have the stock, grab it. We will always try and get stock in as quickly as possible, but if it's not available, we have to wait until those duvets have been made. Remember, handcrafted, 2 days it takes. You've bought absolute quality with every duvet that you buy tonight. Now, we have got so many great items, so if you're shopping on our website, do please have a little look at the pillows, at the silk pillowcase. Everything is absolutely fine.
It's definitely worth multi-ordering. So if you're going for your duvets, 212998, whatever size you're going for, from single through to Super King. But as Hayley was saying, if you've seen these pillows, these are a fabulous deal and a fabulous pillow. And if you struggle with pillows like so many of us do, this is available at a reduced price. The reason it took such a long time to develop was they wanted to get it just right to go alongside the actual duvets. And it was developed for a shopping channel originally.
Yep.
But the first ones were just silk filling and they'd just be really floppy and droopy.
It took
with
them
no
2
support.
years to get the exact right balance with the silk, and then a very, very clever fibre centre that gives you the support that you need, that gives you that great plumpness, that will never sort of flatten down. Even if you put it into the washing machine, because you can wash this pillow, it comes out looking fantastic. Have a look at the pillow you're sleeping on right now. Does it look anything like that? Does it fill your pillowcase beautifully? Or do you have you got floppy sides to your pillowcase? Do you get the support that you need so you don't get that funny neck in the morning? Or do you get that really damp neck?
Oh,
because you get that clammy neck or that wild bed hair. Again, we've got all the properties of silk.
Well, all the benefits we've talked about. This will wick away the moisture for you. So if you are struggling with the heat at the minute, it's going to be brilliant for that. If you're always looking for the cool spot on your pillow, remember it's designed to wick away moisture and work with your body temperature. So when you get really hot, it dissipates the heat away from you. When you're really cold, it locks the warmth in. Great gift. Should be £60 as well. It's reduced down to 40. If you're adding it in with your duvet, you will only pay one postage. Just hearing so many of you have got these in your baskets at the moment. It's not yours until you confirm your order and you check your basket through. Your item number 654433. Not only have you got the silk inside, you've got that 100% cotton outer as well.
Again, absolute luxury. You're talking very much the best of the best. The design of everything from the Mulberry Silk Company is quite incredible. It looks stunning. And wait till you pop your head onto it. And wait till you see your pillowcase over it where it's beautifully full. And remember, you can, when you've had a cold, you've been coughing and spluttering and dribbling. Not that, of course, us ladies dribble, but I know some people do. You can actually pop this into the washing machine and it comes out looking like most pillows. If you put them into the washing machine, you'd never be able to use them again.
Well, all the filling clumps and lumps up. The great thing with this is that it doesn't do that. Machine washable, you can tumble dry on a low setting as well, but you will find they air dry really quickly if you can air dry them. As for the duvet and the pillow, if you ever change the bed, just pop them out on the line and let the UV light get to it, because that naturally revitalizes all those natural
You always feel like
fibres.
you've got that clean bed feeling.
Yeah.
And if you have got, perhaps someone's moved into a new home, perhaps you've got a wedding coming up, you can never have how many pillows have you bought over the year? You never find that right pillow. This could be that perfect present of the right pillow. It's a great gift idea and really nicely packaged as well. And when you're splitting the cost, it makes it so affordable. If you do have a partner, we were saying earlier, make sure you buy one for yourself and for your partner. Otherwise, I think there may be pillow wars.
There will be trouble, yeah. So if you want to go for this, 654433 is your item number. In fact, we've got a clip of Raymond, actually, haven't we, with the pillows?
Yes.
Should we have a little look? Get Raymond.
Well, we mentioned Raymond so much. We bought our duvet from Raymond about 28 years ago, we think it is now. I was saying 27, but I think it was 28 years ago. So we've known Raymond for many, many years. And it's really nice for you to meet him, because when we talk about the Mulberry Silk Company, Raymond, you can only buy from Raymond himself, from his website, or he does shows and exhibitions, or from us here on Shop on TV. And he'll tell you exactly why this pillow could change the way you sleep.
One of the senior buyers from a very large TV company came along to us. She said, you know, the public love your duvets. Could you please make a pillow to the same high standards?
Yep.
We went back to our head office in Vancouver. We have a research and development department there, and we went to work making a pillow. Now, there's an old saying, Rob, the devil is in the detail. So we took our time. There's no point rushing.
Yeah. And this is an expert bedding company.
Yes, we have a stellar reputation for making high quality products. So we took our time. It took us roughly 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now, we brought it back to the UK to launch it. Now, at this point, I should mention the Bedding Association here in Britain. They reckon, they're clever people, they know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they reckon the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
And the rest.
Now keep that figure in mind, Rob, 60 or 65%. When we launched this pillow, this will perhaps give the viewers some courage to buy one and try it. It's sold with a money-back guarantee. When we launched it, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. Now, we didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned. 19, Rob, not 19%, 19 out of 86,000. Now, here's the reason why. This one I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home. When I come here, I bring it so I can hold it up to the camera and let the viewers make a judgment on it, right? It's been washed, I would say 20 to 25 times. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once or twice a year, on a warm sunny day, you drop it in the washing line in the garden, let the sun beat down on it, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. Now, if you read the label in this pillow, we're not trying to hoodwink anyone. This is exactly what's inside it. If you were to cut this pillow open, in the middle, you have a little pocket of fiber. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders and make it really comfortable. All the way around that little pocket of fiber, you have layer after layer after layer of triple A grade, long fiber, mulberry silk, officially recognized by the silk industry to be the king of silks. Top cover Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. We guarantee this pillow for at least 2 years. And I must tell you, when you wash it, it's going to look like that. I would estimate the life of this pillow, well, I would estimate at minimum 10 to 15 years. It's a top quality pillow. Now, you can only buy it from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. We don't supply shops. I'll tell you why in a second. I'll tell you why right now, in actual fact. The reason why we don't supply shops, normally when you have a pillow like this ready to be sold to the public, you take it to a distributor who then sells it to a wholesaler, who then sells it to the shopkeeper or the retailer. We've eliminated those 3 people.
And that's why you've got such fantastic prices. That's why you get the opportunity to get these products home and try them, to sleep on them. Perhaps you won't get that clammy head at night because you've got that breathability. Perhaps you won't get that wild bed hair because you're sleeping on silk. And if you want this, we have got so many of these in baskets. You do desperately need to check your basket out. Virtually 20% of the stock already gone, but so many more in baskets. So please pop them. What we do tend to find is the pillows, lots of you pop them into baskets and then you all check out at once and all of a sudden we've sold out. Split that cost with PayPal. We have had queues on the phones, but they will get to you as soon as they possibly can. But on the website you can use PayPal, so £14.98 is the first of those 3 payments. So 654433 is your item number. But we must tell you about the silk pillowcase, because these are super busy as well.
Yeah, you've already found these. These are exactly what Hayley said, a silk pillowcase, but with lots of points of difference. First of all, the silk composition that we've been talking about when it comes to the pillows and the duvets, 100% mulberry silk. Not silk on just one side, there's silk on both sides of the pillowcases.
And there's so many benefits. We can't tell you everything, but go onto the internet and put in, is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? You'll be blown away. Put in what celebrities will only sleep on a silk pillowcase. And there are reasons for that. My beautician and my hairdresser recommended me a silk pillowcase. My beautician, I can't say it now.
Your beautician.
Beautician, that's right. I got so many sort of creases down this side of my face. I said, why do you think I'm worse on this side than this side? She said, what side do you sleep? And I was like, oh, yeah, I do sleep on that side. My hairdresser, my hair was so dry and brittle. I said, I use great conditioners. Why can't I get my hair feeling good? She says, try a silk bonnet or a silk pillowcase. But the design of these, the fact it's silk on both sides is really important, because it doesn't matter what side you sleep on. They're always a different material on the back. So they're not 100% mulberry silk like these. But the actual inside's clever, because this is going to stop the actual pillowcase from moving.
So you can see the silk here, but this is a cotton lining on the inside of the pillowcase. The reason for that, it stops the pillowcase ruffling up. So when you move around at night, the material won't ruffle, so you won't get those creases, those bed creases that you often wake up with.
So you got the 100% Mulberry Silk AAA grade on both sides, but inside that cotton stopping it sliding and slipping away. We have got 5 colour options and they are a great gift. Anybody that loves their skincare, their hair care. And colour-wise, we've got some really great colours that are going to work with, I think, whatever decor you've got in your bedroom. That's a brand new colour.
Yeah, they've called this rose gold. It's more of a baby pink, a pastel pink that you've got there in that first option. They all come under that same item number. 001108 is your item number. And all the other colours have got real nice metallic tones. So whichever colourway you're looking at, we'll show you them. You've got an Arctic blue, which is a lovely like sky blue. You've got the white, you've got the desert, and you've got the sage. The sage is the one at the front. The Arctic is the second one
and
behind.
That's sort of a silvery grey as well as a blue, so it works with navies, it works with silvers, and then you've got that desert which we see just behind that Arctic blue, and that's gonna that sort of gold, that champagne is going to work with your browns. And I bet you've got lots of different flecks of different colours through your sort of perhaps your wallpaper or your curtains and your duvet. And then of course you have got your white option. Usually you can only get white. You've got all colour options available at the moment, so grab them whilst the stock is there. And again, a really nice present.
Yeah, brilliant present. £35 should be £45. Lots of you have got these in baskets already. If you want a specific colour, I would definitely confirm your order, and you can use PayPal, £13.32 on your first of 3 payments. And if you are multi-ordering, you will only pay 1 postage, remember.
Yeah, and we've just got to warn you, the duvet, if you're buying the duvet, 10-year warranty, machine washable, super busy, can be sleep changing. This can truly change the way you sleep. You're never going to be too hot in this duvet through these really hot nights, but then through the winter you're never going to be too cold. If you sleep with a partner and you sleep completely differently, you're always super hot throwing the duvet off, I'm always freezing cold tucking the duvet under, it'll work for both of you. But actually, I'm going through that time of life that I can be freezing cold one minute, boiling hot the next. Again, it helps to regulate your body temperature.
Yeah, it works with your body temperature and it works season to season. So don't look at this and think it's just a summer duvet. It's perfect for right now with this extreme heat that we're having. You don't want to sleep without anything covering your body. This is perfect because when you sleep under here, when you do start to get hot, when you do start to perspire, it wicks away moisture and it dissipates the heat away through all the natural fibres because it's 100% natural. But don't think it's just for the summer, because in the winter, because it's all natural fibres, it locks the warmth in. For me, it seems to bring me to the right temperature quicker in the winter months.
Yeah, I can get into bed with freezing cold feet and think I'm never going to get to sleep. But actually, you get to that right body temperature so quickly. But then through the summer, it's been so hot and there's nothing more annoying than throwing the duvet off and then you feel naked or a fly's landing on you and you're putting the duvet back over. You'll never be woken up because your duvet isn't working for you. It will work for you every night of every week, of every month, of every season. However you sleep, hot or cold, you're always going to be at that right temperature. Machine washable, so if you are buying perhaps for a little one and they've had an accident, it's not the end of the world, it can go in the washing machine. Or perhaps the cats and dogs lay all over the bed and you think sometimes it needs a clean. Don't have to drag this down to the dry cleaners, it'll go in the washing machine, even tumble dries as well. But if you throw it over the line, it just airs it too.
Yeah, the natural daylight, let the UV light get to it. It has natural revitalising properties.
Cocoons your body. You know, some duvets you spin over and you've got like a draft going down your back.
Big wind tunnel where the duvet sits above the both of you in bed.
It'll never happen with this.
This will drape over your body beautifully. It's not constrictive or claustrophobic because it's nice and lightweight. It'll go back to the bed and then it'll go over your partner's body. So it really is like you're cocooned like a silkworm is. And
you've got a money back guarantee so you can try it. So if you sleep hot and you think, will it, get it home and try it. If you sleep cold, will it, get it home and try it. If you have allergies, as far as we know, this is the only silk duvet that holds the UK allergy seal of approval. And this is huge and you have to get it approved every single year.
And you can see there it's for the reduction in exposure to live house dust mites. And if you ever search a dust mite and see
Oh,
what dust
oh,
mites
look at a
like.
picture.
And read about what dust mites do, how they die in
Oh, it
your
makes
bed.
you itch.
The feces of dust mites in your bed, honestly.
And if you
don't want them in bed with you.
No, if you have allergies, it's all those things that can upset you. And if you're thinking, well, yeah, I do. Actually, when I do go to bed, I do feel, get it home. And I'm not making any claims, get it home and try it. You've got a money back guarantee. Now, stock wise, we are super limited already on the single. So we will give you those prices again. Remember, you met Raymond earlier in one of the clips. The only other place to get Mulberry Silk Company is from Raymond himself. He's the only person that brings it into the UK and sells it himself on his website and shows and exhibitions. The only other place to buy it is from us here on Shop on TV. So when you look at the saving you have with us, oh my word, you will understand why it's so important to buy it whilst we have stock available. But the single, already super limited on stock.
Yeah, it actually is limited in stock. So if you are going for that single, if you've got it in a basket, if you want to make sure you get it, confirm your order and check it through. Now, we've got more, more of the single in baskets, a lot more than we have remaining.
So if everyone checked out on the single, a lot of you, it will say sold out. More people ordering than we've got stock.
So it should be 169. Our reduced price is 139. Just hearing now, we've got queues on the phones as well. If you are waiting on the phones, the operators will get to you as soon as possible. If you can pop over to the website, you can do your own transaction and check through. We'll show you how to do that in a moment. But if you are going single and you want to spread the cost, if you're buying online with a PayPal account, $47.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments with PayPal. Then we go to double, one of the most popular sizes we always bring. And these are standard UK sizing. Standard UK pricing, no, because we've got a massive reduction. So it should be £239. It's down to £179. And that comes down again to $61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you're using that PayPal. All sizes under that same item number, 212998. Then we go to the king size.
Now, the king size, always busy. I will tell you, I mean, the single is limited stock, more people ordering the stock available. All our other sizes, we're double figures on all of them, and the king size is flying out. Perhaps you want to upsize your duvet. Perhaps you've got a double bed, but you want a duvet that drapes. Go for the king size. It'll do exactly that. It'll look like the magazines, really luxurious. And price-wise, there's not much difference in price to go for that king size. So you can see the normal price, £259. That's what you'll pay from Raymond himself. Our price, £199, so a £60 saving. And when you split that cost with PayPal, £67.98 is the first of those 3 payments, but massively busy on the king. The Super King, we are now very low. Double figures. We're limited stock actually on Super King. So the single and Super King are going to be the first to sell out. Should be £279. It is normally and is with Raymond. Our price £219. So saving £60 and you're splitting that cost with PayPal. So £74.65 is the first of 3 payments and you can pay that payment and get it home and try it with that money back guarantee.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
See if it makes a difference to your allergies. See if it makes a difference because you normally sleep really hot and sweaty. See if it makes a difference if you sleep normally cold. You've got a money back guarantee, but so many in baskets. Too many people ordering the single, too many people ordering the Super King.
We've got to give you a couple of minutes to check those baskets through. Don't miss out and see the way this could change the way you sleep at home.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
At
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
So easy to order with us here on Shop on TV. You're seeing, though, it's that easy that we're limited stock on both the single and the Super King. We have got all sizes available, but we do think those two sizes are going to go, and actually there's more people ordering the stock than we've got. So sadly, our system, if we only had, say, 5 of the single left, 305 of you can keep, well, you can keep putting them into your baskets because they're hours until you check out. We used to work with systems where if there was 5 left and 5 people put it into baskets, we had sold out, but we hadn't because you hadn't checked out. So now it's hours till you check through. So though we're very low on stock, and we are super low on single and Super King, if you all checked out at once, it would say sold out, but it doesn't mean other people can still order and check out before you. So please get it home and try it. You've got a money back guarantee, and there's so many reasons, Sean, to try this duvet, because I truly believe if you're not sleeping well, and what does that make you like? Snappy, irritable, emotional. I get really low, you know, cry at everything, you know, I'm clumsy, I can't think straight, you don't drive well. There's so many things that bad sleep affects. When we say about a child having a tantrum, we say they're tired, but as adults, we're the same. A good night's sleep is so important, and though it sounds crazy that a duvet can make a difference, for us, Sean, we've worked with so many different products, but when we got our silk duvet 28 years ago, we think it is now, we keep saying 27, but it's 28, it changed the way we slept.
And we were quite sceptical. The reason we bought it, we were working at an exhibition. It was the Ideal Home Show in London. It was about March, April time of the year. And Raymond was a couple of stands down from us, and I saw these duvets, and they were always really busy. And I went over and I did exactly what most people do. I lifted it up and said, oh, well, it doesn't feel as thick as a traditional duvet. And Raymond's like, it's not about that. It's about the ingredients. It's about what it's made of. Everything's natural. So it works with body temperature and to lock the warmth in the winter and to release the heat in the summer months. But most of all, he said, pay for it, take it home. If it doesn't work for you, you can have your money back. Yeah. And that's the same here, isn't it? Yeah. The fact that you've got a duvet that, it's very important to point out, it's 100% silk inside here. It's 100% silk. It's not a mix. It's not a blend. That's very, very important. It's also the finest quality of silk. It's Mulberry AAA grade long strand silk. It's anchored into position in the duvet, so you won't have any hot and cold spots. It's evenly distributed across the entire duvet, and the reason it's so pure and white is because of the diet the silkworms feed on. Yeah,
it's AAA grade, the king of silks, and the reason for that is the silkworm that produces the silk that will be in your duvet, that will be in your pillowcase, that will be in your pillow, actually only feeds not just on mulberry leaves, but only white mulberry leaves. And that's why you get that pure white AAA grade silk. So if you are looking at duvets, always check the label. There's so many duvets where it's a mixture of silk and polyester or silk or cotton. You've lost all the properties of silk. You've got 100% AAA grade mulberry silk. Remember that means as well, because it is 100% and dust mites don't like silk, it has got the UK's allergy seal of approval. If you suffer with allergies, get this home and sleep under it. See if it makes a difference with your money back guarantee. It's lightweight, but it's also compact. So if you want to travel with this, Raymond does lots of caravan and boat homes. you're going to want to sleep under this wherever you are. And also it means it's really lightweight to change a duvet cover if you really struggle with a duvet cover. Looking at that silk again, and that silk has got those properties that wick away moisture, help regulate your body temperature. You're never going to be too hot under this duvet, kicking it off through these really hot nights. You're not going to be too cold through the winter, tucking it under. It's always going to cocoon your body and keep you at that right temperature. And it's machine washable, which is amazing.
The fact it regulates your body temperature, winter and summer, is really important. And we still have all sizes available at the moment, single through to Super King, but your single and your Super King are both limited stock.
I think the single's really busy because it's machine washable. If your
and it's the summer holidays.
Yeah, your little one has that little accident, you can throw it in the washing machine. Or perhaps they wake up a lot through these hot nights and they're always wet and clammy and they're always, I'm too hot, Mum, I'm too hot. I can't guarantee it, but perhaps this will make them sleep a bit longer, get it home and let them try it, because perhaps they're waking up because they are too hot, and this is going to help regulate their temperature all night long.
The other thing to talk about is the outer that helps with that temperature regulation. The outside is, again, 100% cotton, so 100% natural. You can see there the box cassette construction. Now, this is really important. Alongside that border edging that you can see, the silk filling is anchored into place, so it'll be evenly distributed across the entire duvet. It won't move, it'll stay in place. Have you ever had do you remember those eiderdowns where you'd shake them and all the filling would just fall to the bottom?
My very first duvet, I can remember it. All the filling would be down the bottom. It didn't matter how hard you shook it. If it was like a cloudy sky, it was really cloudy over here, then there was a bit of blue sky, then there was a bit of a cloud. Whereas this will always be even, which means you never get a hot or a cold spot. Because it cocoons your body, when you turn over, you never get that draft going down your back, because it hugs you. It makes sure that you stay comfortable all night long, whatever time of year it is, however hot or however cold it is. This duvet works for you.
So 100% cotton, 233 thread count. This is something else that's important. Anything over 180 is considered luxury. And what that means is in every square inch of fabric, you've got 233 threads horizontally and vertically. So it feels super silky smooth on the outside as well.
Well, some people actually say, I don't bother putting a duvet cover on it. It feels so luxurious. I have it as it is, which obviously you can. It's machine washable, but still put your duvet covers over the top. That's going to match your decor in your bedroom, but just get it home and try it. If you're not sleeping well, there's a reason to you not sleeping well. And though we blame so many other things, like my mind doesn't switch off, if you're tossing and turning in bed, you're not comfortable. And if you're not comfortable, you're never going to get that good night's sleep. This can be sleep changing, life changing, people say, because all of a sudden you found that duvet that will never make you overheat, will never make you feel too cold. And remember, with that money back guarantee that Raymond allows you to have, you can order this with your first payment of your PayPal and get it home and try it. And the confidence in a product so much that it comes with a 10-year warranty and the allergy seal of approval if you suffer with allergies. It's a win-win situation when you can get it home and sleep under it and see the difference it will make for yourself.
Try it out for yourself. That's the key. And that's the confidence that Raymond has. Now, we talk about Raymond a lot when it comes to silk products. Sometimes he comes into the studios. We're going to take a little clip and let him explain why silk is the duvet for everybody.
In my opinion, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
Right.
And an awful lot of people find they go to bed at night hoping to have a good night's sleep. And they're
or thinking
up,
they are getting a good night's sleep even.
Yeah, and they're waking up in the middle of the night. And the main reason why they're waking up in the middle of the night, they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, Rob, too hot.
Sure.
So one of the advantages of silk, there are many advantages, but one of them, it is a duvet that is self-regulating. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a different one for the summer. I'll explain why as we get deeper into the show.
Yep.
You'll find it's hygienic because dust mites cannot live in it.
Right.
That's not me saying that. That's not you saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it.
Yes.
And here's the certificate to prove it.
Yeah, and that's been certified every year for how many years now?
Every year for the last 30-odd years.
30 plus
now,
years.
Now, the important thing to remember, you can wash it as often as you want.
You can wash it.
As often as you want.
In a regular washing machine.
The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs just under 3 kilos.
Yep.
Right? It'll fit in any standard UK machine. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry or line dry.
Yeah.
Now, the important thing to remember, quality. At the end of the day, Rob, nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality.
Right.
Now, there's only 2 parts to this duvet. The top cover.
Yep.
And the filling within the top cover. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury. So the top cover is spot on. Now, the filling within the top cover is very, very special. It is AAA grade Mulberry silk. And what I'm going to say next, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk. Now remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet. They're simply answering questions. And they will tell you, the professionals within the silk industry, they consider Mulberry silk, AAA grade, to be the king of silks. Now that's an interesting word, Rob, king. There can only be one king. Others aspire to be king. But within the silk industry, one king, Mulberry, AAA grade. And that's all we use. And we use long-fibre silk. Each strand within the duvet is over 1 mile long, unbroken. So that means when you wash it, it cannot clump up. So perhaps you'll have worked out for yourself by now. We think, and our customers who've already bought them from us think, this is a very, very special product. A 10-year warranty, that's a long time.
Say that again, Ray.
A 10-year warranty,
A
Rob.
decade?
A decade, 10 years.
So if anything goes wrong with your duvet, in
10 years.
10 years, you're going to sort it out.
I must tell you something. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world.
Yeah.
Although we guarantee it for 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 36 years old. And my wife washes them on average 3 times a year. Cold wash, 30 degrees, wash them as often as you want. And the final thing, the most important thing, whatever you buy, whether it's from a regular shop, whether it's from a television channel, whether you buy online, it's so important that you get value for money. So I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. We are offering our duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it 22 years ago when we first put it on television.
It's very unusual to hear, isn't it? that something's less, everything's so much more right now. So you have got great prices. The allergy seal of approval that Raymond talked about on that clip, you have to get it renewed every single year. And here's the brand new one that takes them up to July 27, and they are so strict and they can turn up at any point to check the quality of their products. Remember, what that says is that dust mites don't like to live in silk.
It's a very dry environment, so they don't like it. So that's why the Allergy UK can say it's about reduction in exposure to live house dust mites. And if you suffer with any kind of allergies, that is so
it's
important.
what dust mites, not just what dust mites look like.
Well, be honest, we did just have a look at them.
Oh, it's what they actually do and leave in your duvet.
Yeah.
And if you suffer with allergies, that could make a difference. I'm not making any claims, but the great thing is with your money back guarantee, if you do suffer, perhaps you get to bed and you always feel a bit perhaps snotty or sneezy, or get this home and see if it makes that difference when you sleep with your money back guarantee. Perhaps you sleep too hot and you're hot and just can't sleep. sleep because it's so hot at the minute. You throw your duvet off, but then you feel naked, or that fly comes and keeps landing on your body. So then you're putting the duvet back on and then you're hot again. You'll never do that with this duvet, because of what is inside, because what is on the outer is going to help regulate your body temperature. It wicks away moisture. It makes sure you never overheat right now, but through the winter, you'll never be too cold
It's
either.
very important to point out it's an all seasons duvet. If you've got a duvet, maybe you've got those duvets where you have to clip an extra bit on in the winter months.
And then you have to find a space to put that, and you have to get that back out. And sometimes duvets are so heavy and just, you know, and a lot of duvets, if they're not natural like our silk and cotton here, they reflect the heat back on you. So sometimes you can wake up so hot and sweaty.
Well, with a hollow fibre, for example, duvet, if you sleep under there, when you get hot, the heat raises, it hits the hollow fibre, then it pushes back towards you, so you just get hotter and hotter. It's like a pressure cooker,
We
so
had
you
that
kick the duvet off.
at the relatives just recently, and honestly, it was summer. It was last summer or the summer before, and we were both awake and we're like, God, I'm so hot. And I was like, I think they've got the heating on. So I got up, I felt the radiator. I was like, they've got underfloor heat. It's boiling in here. We had the windows open. And then we realised when we got back into bed and that it felt really clammy in the duvet, that actually it was the duvet that was boiling us up. You'll never get that. So through these hottest nights, you'll always be at that right temperature, which means you get a better night's sleep because you're not waking up kicking the duvet off.
Yeah, and it works for both of you individually. So
Yes.
if you run at different temperatures between you, maybe one of you sleeps hot at night, one of you sleeps cold, it'll work for both of you. It is the finest quality of silk, as we said. Allergy UK seal of approval that you've got on there. As far as we know, it's the only silk duvet in the UK to have that certification. It's really not going to take up a lot of space either. So if you do a lot of travelling and you want to take it in your camper van or your caravan or your boat.
Raymond does a lot of caravan and boat shows, even camping, glamping.
Well, a lot of people buy them at the caravan and boat shows for their caravan or boat, and then come back and buy another one because they've fallen in love with it to have at home. It's the finest quality of silk. We call it the king of silk. AAA grade mulberry silk and 100% filled. It's not a silk mix or a silk blend. That's really important to point out. And as we say, 100% breathable. So if you're hot in the winter, it releases the heat. It wicks the moisture away. Machine washable on a cool wash, 30-degree wash. And you can line dry it in a matter of hours really quickly. However, if you want to put it in the tumble dryer, it'll even go in the tumble dryer on a low
And what a great
setting.
feeling to have a duvet that I mean, we love the clean sheet night, don't we? It's like the best night of the week. You're like, oh, it's absolute heaven. My dad used to love clean sheets. But actually, if if you were in bed last week with a cough and a cold, your duvet's dirty. But you're washing your duvet. You always feel like you're getting into a clean bed every single night of the week, and a duvet that's going to work for you whatever the temperature. Even if you're like me going through that time in life and your body temperature changes throughout the whole of the night, it's going to work alongside you to make sure you stay at that right temperature to help you get that better night's sleep. Now, price wise and size wise, price is incredible, massive savings, take a look, but stock we're struggling with. If you're going for the single, I'll be very honest, how many have we got left? So we've got 14 of the single left. We have got over 4 times as many of you trying to order than the stock we've got left. So if you all checked out, majority of you will miss out. However, you can still order. It's the first people to order and check out now that will get that single. Should be £169, £139 is our price, and you can split that cost, of course, with PayPal on our website. So £47.98 is the first of those 3 payments. You can pay that and get it home and try it with your money back guarantee. Nothing to lose, but you will miss out on getting that. I know it's coming towards, it's coming towards 2, but I think we will still sell out of that before the end of the show. Double, remember it works for you and your partner, even if you sleep completely differently. They're always really hot, kicking the duvet off. You're really cold, tucking the duvet in under. Why they kick the duvet off? Now I've got a cold breeze coming in the bed. You'll never be in that situation. It works for you both. Should be £239. You're saving £60. £179, and with PayPal, £161.32 is the first of those 3 payments.
Now, all of these sizes come under the same item number. 212998 is your item number. King size, and lots of you are going for king size. In fact, it's been the most popular tonight. If you've got a double bed and you want that king size drapeability over the bed so it looks really luxurious, you can do that. You're only changing your bedding, remember, you're not changing bed size or mattress size. You've just got that luxury of a king size over your double bed. Comes down from 259 to 199, and that comes down again to 67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments with PayPal. We do still have the Super King available, but once again, this is limited stock. It is the final pieces of the stock that we've got remaining in the business. Usual price there, £279, comes down to 219 and 74.65 on your first of 3 payments. Hearing that is going to sell out. We're busy on the website, we're busy on the phones. If you are waiting on the phones, the team will get to you as soon as they possibly can. Just hang on, or if you want to go across to the website, you can do that, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the website, make sure you click on the live logo through to the live show, and you'll see all of the products. Something else that we've got on the show is our Mulberry Silk pillow. Once more, so many of you have got these in baskets. When it comes to pillows, how many pillows have you had? How many pillows have you tried and they just haven't worked for you? The great thing about this pillow, when I pop it on the bed, what you're going to see is that you've got the most amazing softness to a pillow that looks quite plumptuous and firm, but it's got the softness that you would expect from a silk pillow. However, you've still got the 2 key things that you need. You've got support, reason being in the middle of the pillow, you've got a core fibre, a core support in the middle. That's encapsulated in silk, mulberry silk, long strand AAA grade mulberry silk. So everything we've talked about benefit wise when it comes to the duvet is the same with the pillow.
So you got that breathability. Perhaps you always wake up with that horrible clammy neck, wild bed hair. Perhaps you're always trying to find the cool spot on your pillow. You don't need to with your Mulberry Silk pillow, because it's going to work again with you. It's going to help regulate your body temperature, giving you all those benefits from silk, but at the same time giving you that lovely support for your head and for your neck. Packaged beautifully, so a really nice present idea. Perhaps someone's just moved into a new home, perhaps you're going to a wedding. You can never have too many pillows, because I think so many of us buy pillows, like Sean was saying, that just don't work for you. This pillow has been designed to work for you, and if you've got that right pillow, again, it's going to help you get that better night's sleep, to sleep longer, to sleep deeper. Great saving, should be £60, and it is with Raymond himself on his website, but it's £40 with us tonight. And again, you can split the cost down to £14.98, the first of 3 payments. But other benefits, machine washable, you can wash this pillow,
and it doesn't matter how scrunched up it gets, it won't lump or clump when it comes out of the washing machine. When I release that, it just goes straight back to its original
I
shape.
think most pillows, if you wash them, you'd never be able to sleep on them again.
No, because they lump up and they clump and they all fall to one side. Even if you squash this right down, when you release it, because of how it's been designed, it just jumps back to its original shape.
And it looks great on the bed, because your pillowcase, it fills your pillowcase. How many pillows have you got? Look at your pillow right now, and it's all floppy, the pillowcase, because it's not, the pillow isn't full enough. You've got everything that ticks every box for the pillow that is going to work for you with this.
Now, we've talked about Raymond again. He comes into the live shows and brings us these fabulous products that really make a difference to the way you sleep. This is what he had to say about our pillows.
One of the senior buyers from a very large TV company came along to us. She said, you know, the public love your duvets. Could you please make a pillow to the same high standards?
Yep.
We went back to our head office in Vancouver. We have a research and development department there, and we went to work making a pillow. Now, there's an old saying, Rob, The devil is in the detail. So we took our time. There's no point rushing.
And this is an expert bedding company.
Yes,
it? You know,
we have a
the Mulberry Silk
stellar
Company.
reputation for making high quality products. So we took our time. It took us roughly 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now, we brought it back to the UK to launch it. Now, at this point, I should mention the Bedding Association here in Britain, they're clever people. They know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they reckon the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
And the rest.
Now keep that figure in mind, Rob. 60 or 65%. When we launch this pillow, this will perhaps give the viewers some courage to buy one and try it. It's sold with a money-back guarantee. When we launched it, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. Now, we didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned. 19, Rob, not 19%. 19 out of 86,000. Now, here's the reason why. This one I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home. When I come here, I bring it so I can hold it up to the camera and let the viewers make a judgment on it, right? It's been washed, I would say 20 to 25 times. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once or twice a year, on a warm sunny day, you drop it in the washing line in the garden, let the sun beat down on it, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. Now, if you read the label in this pillow, we're not trying to hoodwink anyone. This is exactly what's inside it. If you were to cut this pillow open, in the middle, you have a little pocket of fiber. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders and make it really comfortable. All the way around that little pocket of fiber, you have layer after layer after layer of AAA grade, long fiber, mulberry silk, officially recognized by the silk industry to be the king of silks. Top cover Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. We guarantee this pillow for at least 2 years. And I must tell you, when you wash it, it's going to look like that. I would estimate the life of this pillow, well, I would estimate at minimum 10 to 15 years. It's a top quality pillow. Now, you can only buy it from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. We don't supply shops. I'll tell you why in a second. I'll tell you why right now, in actual fact. The reason why we don't supply shops, normally when you have a pillow like this ready to be sold to the public, you take it to a distributor who then sells it to a wholesaler, who then sells it to the shopkeeper or the retailer. We've eliminated those 3 people.
Honestly, you are going to absolutely love this for so many reasons. All the properties of silk, that breathability, not getting that hot, clammy neck at night, having that right support, because it took 2 years in the making to make sure you got that right support, but you still had that AAA grade mulberry silk, creating a pillow that goes in the washing machine. Because if you have a horrible snotty cold and you've been in bed coughing and spluttering, you can change your pillowcase. But I always think, ooh, what's living in my pillow? What have I left in my pillow? And of course you can throw that pillow into the washing machine.
Yeah, brilliant. And lots of pillows you can't wash at
oh
all.
God,
You have to
lots.
stop
If you look at your pillow now, how do you think it would turn out if you put it in the washing machine? Lumpy, bumpy, you know, it's not going to work. Our director's saying mine would be fine because he's got one of these. And that's when you know you've got products that work for you, when virtually all of us sleep under, sleep on, or, you know, put our heads onto Mulberry Silk, because we can try and test everything, and this is our choice.
We've got the complete solution when it comes to silk and bedding, whether it's the duvet, whether it's the pillow.
And you can try everything.
Yeah, that's the other great thing with
Money
Raymond.
back guarantee.
But we've got pillowcases as well. Silk pillowcases are massively on trend at the moment and have been for a number of years, because if you pop in your search engine at home, what are the benefits of having a silk pillowcase? You will be amazed when it comes to your hair, when it comes to your skin,
Put
the
in
benefits
why.
of silk.
Why is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Why is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? And you will discover all those properties.
Lots of points of difference with Raymond's silk pillowcases as well. First of all, it's not just silk on one side, it's silk on both sides of the pillowcase. Secondly, when you look inside the pillowcase, you've got a cotton lining. Now, this is really important because it stops the silk from ruffling. So when you're laying in bed at night and you move your head around on your pillowcase, a lot of the time the material ruffles up, so you get those bed creases in your face in the morning. That cotton lining stops that ruffling. So if I just lay it over the pillow and push it, you'll see it doesn't ruffle the material in any way. It stays super smooth.
A beautician recommended a silk pillowcase to me because I was like, why is this side of my face so creased? And she said, well, what side do you sleep on? I was like, oh, I sleep on
This
that side. That makes sense. And also my hairdresser, I was really struggling with my hair being dry and brittle and breaking. And I used really good shampoos and conditioners. I said, you know, what should I do? And she was like, well, either get a silk bonnet, and you know, you've heard of that, or a silk pillowcase. And for so many, it makes such a difference to your skin and your hair. So please, if you're thinking, should I or shouldn't I, do your own research. But if you're going to buy a silk pillowcase, get a AAA grade Mulberry Silk pillowcase, because this, for so many, again, not only helping to change the way you sleep, but all those properties. Put on the internet, why do celebrities only sleep on silk pillowcases? And check out that price as well, £45 down to £35. And again, when you split the cost with PayPal, £13.32 is the first of those 3 payments. You've got a choice of 5 colours. You've got the classic white, which a lot of people only sell a white silk pillowcase, but you've also got that brand new rose gold that you're seeing with Sean. You've as well got, though, a lovely sage, which is at the back of that picture. You've got that lovely Arctic, which is like a grey silver. You've got the desert, which is a really nice champagne-y gold. And, of course, the sage is the green, and your white option. They're all available at the moment, and they're available in 5 colours now, because you have got, of course, that rose gold, which is like a pink colour option. But a great present if anybody loves their skincare, loves their hair products, because sadly a lot of materials, you can put a really nice skin product onto your face, and if you then put your head onto a material that dries your skin out, you're not getting the best out of your creams.
You're not getting the benefits of your skincare. No.
And the same for your hair products.
Yeah, silk works alongside your skincare, so if you do treat yourself to nice skincare at night time, the benefit is to have a silk pillowcase. So 5 colours to choose from, as Hayley was saying, reduced in price by £10 down to £35. 001108 is your item number, whichever colour option that you want to go for. So everything available on the phones or the website. Again, apologies if you've been waiting on the phones. We'll get to the website, and you can jump the queue a little bit if you go to the website, but the operators will get to you as soon as they possibly can.
Lots of queues tonight.
Massively busy.
And duvet wise, remember the single is super limited, and the Super King isn't far behind, so I still think they could sell out before we finish at 3. If you're watching on +1, by the way, obviously you're a little bit later. Just check stock, because I think some things will be sold out. But if it's available, pop it in your basket straight away and check your basket out as soon as you can. We've got as many people ordering now as stock already sold. And we get so busy.
We've had that 2 o'clock rush, 2:30 rush.
Still queues on the phones at this time of night, which is fantastic.
So apologies if you're waiting. Now, I'm hearing we've had an email in from John in Glasgow.
Morning, John.
Hi, John. Lovely to hear from you. He's got 2 of the pillows, 2 of the pillowcases. Best money he's ever spent. had a brilliant sleep since he's had
fantastic.
them. That's great, John. Actually, we should show that that review. That was it from Margaret, the one from Margaret about the duvets.
Yes.
Because this is one of my favourites. Mary, not Margaret. Sorry, Mary. Let's take a look at what Mary had to say. I wish I'd found your company years ago. She was talking about the duvets. Your silk duvet has transformed my life. I now sleep not waking in a hot sweat, and my husband, who couldn't sleep without a seriously weighty duvet and is cold-blooded, also sleeps. That's what we talk about when we talk about that temperature regulation. Doesn't matter how your temperature runs, if you both have different
Well, that can
temperatures
give you
at night.
such a bad night's sleep, can't it? If
Yeah.
you're waking up all the time
Wakes
because
you
you're
up, yeah.
too hot at the minute, kicking the duvet off, then you're too cold, or a fly keeps landing on you, putting the duvet back on, that disturbs your sleep. But then through the winter, the same. If you get too hot and sweaty, you're then waking up, kicking the duvet off. You will never get that with this duvet. This duvet will always help regulate your body temperature. Even if you're going through the time in life that I am, where your body temperature can change throughout the night completely, this will make sure you're always at that right temperature. And being at the right temperature means, I think, you sleep better, you sleep deeper, you sleep longer.
Well, you have, if you are too hot or you're too cold, you have a disturbed night's sleep. They call it toxic sleep, where you're tossing and turning because you're not comfortable and you're not at the right temperature. So
you might have been in bed 8 hours, but if you haven't slept deeply,
yeah,
you
you're
still wake
still
up tired. Yeah.
And a duvet can make a massive difference to the way you sleep when it's got these kind of properties that we're talking about. So lots of people still just joining us, so we'll start the story again for you. But I just want to show you, a lot of you have got these in baskets. So if you are on the website and you're a bit confused on how to check out, it's really easy. Click on that live logo that you see there. That's going to take you through to the live show. There's the YouTube channel. You can watch our live shows there. You can also watch us on ITVX all day, every day. You can catch up on all the previous shows. Scroll down, whatever you want to add to your basket, just click on that little red banner, add to basket, and it'll take you through to your next page. Just make sure you either buy now or add to basket, and then you can go up. You've got to select your size when it comes to the duvet, so whichever size you want to go for.
And a couple of these will say sold out soon, and that is the single and the Super King. So do check out, if you're watching on +1, that you have definitely got the right size available.
And then the basket's in your top right corner on that page that you see there. And there it is. There's your duvet. There's your total cost, including the postage. And if you are multi-ordering, if you're adding in pillows or pillowcases, you'll only pay one postage, remember. And you can spread the cost. Just hearing hundreds of you still with these items across the show in baskets, you've got to confirm your order.
I think
and
lots
check
of
your
people
basket
do.
out.
You struggle with sleep, don't you? And I think it's one of the worst things, because if you don't sleep well, you're snappy, you're irritable. I get really low. I get quite, teary, emotional because you're tired. You're clumsy. I can't think straight. Perhaps you're going to work and people are talking to you, or they're introducing you to people, and you've got no idea what they said that you should be doing today, or no idea what they said that person's name was. Driving tired is one of the worst things. They did say at one point, single car accidents, the majority were down to tired drivers, because it's like driving drunk, really, isn't it? If you're tired, you're not functioning right. How many times have you perhaps done a journey you do time and time again, but you sort of miss the first 2 roundabouts, or you get home and you think, I'm sure I missed a bit? Or have you ever got to one of the big roundabouts and it's actually got traffic lights, but you're not really thinking straight? You look, nothing's coming. You go, and then you think, was the light red, or was it green? I don't think I looked at the light. I think I just saw traffic wasn't coming, because it's, the dead of night. And driving tired is so dangerous. We're meant to sleep, and actually go onto the internet and put in the reason sleep is so good for your health. What are the benefits of a good night's sleep? You would be blown away. It's not just about emotional. It's about so many parts of your body. It's when we recharge. And if you've now got a cordless vacuum, you wouldn't expect that vacuum to work if you hadn't charged the battery. Your mobile phone, you're going to have to charge the battery, because it's not going to keep going. And we're the same. If you don't get a good night's sleep, you can't physically keep healthily living. You need to get a good night's sleep. And all the things we've got tonight I truly believe can help you get that better night's sleep. And do you know the best thing? They come with a money-back guarantee. So if you are thinking, I wonder if that duvet will stop me sleeping so hot, if I wonder if that duvet will actually help with my allergies, get it home and try it. We're not making any claims. We're telling you the properties of the silk. We're telling you the properties and the benefits of this duvet. But with your money-back guarantee, you can actually try and test it. We can't say, Sean, that. I think with any other well, most products actually money back guarantee, but definitely not bedding.
No, you're going to sleep under it. You are going to physically try it. And Raymond is so confident. That's the guy who brings us Mulberry Silk. So confident that you'll love it, that he offers that money back guarantee. Remember, this duvet also comes with a 10-year warranty. Again, the confidence there when it comes to this, brilliant. We've had our duvet, this same duvet, we bought it from the same company 28 years ago. And when we take the duvet cover off and we go to clean the duvet, it looks pristine.
Yeah, it could be on this bed right now. It looks just like this. It looks brand new.
And that's because it's easy to care for as well, because you can machine wash it, you can tumble dry it if you want to. So it's a cold wash, you tumble dry on a low setting. But I would do it on the cold wash, put it on the line.
Yeah.
It dries really quickly. And the other great thing, when you do wash it, the filling doesn't lump or clump up at all. You've got an even distribution of filling. And that filling is so, so important. It's 100% mulberry silk. The finest grade, AAA grade, the king of silks. It's not a silk mix or a silk blend. I think a lot of people, when they're watching these shows, they add them to the basket and they think, well, I'll just have a look around, see if I can find it anywhere else. If you're shopping around, a lot of the time, it'll be 50% silk, 50% polyester, 60% polyester, 40% silk. You don't get the benefits unless
you've
it's
lost all the properties of that silk. The breathability helps to regulate your body temperature. Never been in a situation where you're kicking the duvet off because you're too hot, because this duvet will help regulate your body temperature, wick away the moisture if it is a really hot night. If it's a really cold night, even though it's a lighter duvet, you will be blown away that you're never too cold. You don't wake up feeling chilly. I can go to bed with the coldest of feet, but under this duvet, very quickly you're at that right temperature, and it makes sure that you're at that right temperature all night long. Throughout the night, throughout the seasons, throughout the year. You'll never need to change your duvet from one season to another. It's brilliant. And remember, if you're buying this, perhaps if you're going for the single, you do need to be really quick. More people ordering than stock is available. So though it says limited, it should say extremely limited. It should be flashing and say single figures, but so many more people ordering than stock that we've got. But remember, if you're buying this for a 5-year-old, perhaps going into bed for the very first time, they are going to be 15 by the time the actual warranty runs out. How amazing is that? Wouldn't that be crazy? You put this duvet over them and think, well, actually, this is still going to be on their bed when they're 15 years old. But perhaps if they've slept better for those 15 years, they won't be such a stroppy teenager. Can't guarantee that either. They might never move out. that might, or if they do, they'll probably take the duvet with them. Yeah. But then if you do sleep with a partner, remember, if you sleep completely differently, your partner's always hot and sweaty, and that keeps you awake, but then they kick the duvet off and you're cold, so that makes you even colder. That will never happen because it works for both of you. It works individually. Yeah, it works for both of your body temperatures, so it doesn't matter. It'll also drape beautifully over the bed, on your body. It's not claustrophobic, it's not over heavy. It's got the Allergy UK seal of approval, so if you suffer with allergies, you'll know how important that is as well. The fact it's machine washable, you can also go in the tumble dryer. It's 100% cotton on the outer as well, and that adds to the benefits that we talk about. Everything you're talking about is Mother Nature. So when you get too hot, it releases the heat. When you're too cold, it locks the warmth in. If you're not sleeping well, I truly put it down to what you're sleeping on, what you're sleeping under. And this beautiful, pure white, AAA grade Mulberry Silk is, I think, truly going to help change the way you sleep. And get it home and try it. And remember, when we talk about this silk, they only ever use the silk from a silkworm that has been fed not just on mulberry leaves, on white mulberry leaves. And that is considered the absolute best. So when your duvet is delivered to you, Remember, it took nearly 2 days to make it, hand assembled. Remember, because of how it's been designed, it'll never clump. That silk will be evenly distributed across the whole of that duvet because of the very clever cassette construction.
Yep.
And to think that, you know, it hand assembled in 2 days, it should be so much more than the money you're spending tonight.
And when you think about what you pay for a silk blouse or a silk
silk tie.
and the amount of silk that's in there, this is an entire duvet filled with 100% mulberry silk. The box set construction that Hayley was talking about, you can see across the end of the bed there, all those individual boxes are filled and it's anchored into position in those boxes. It's also edge to edge filled. So you see that border that runs around the outside there, it's also anchored into position
So
there.
you never, how many of you have got the duvet in the morning and you really have to try and shake it to try and get it even, because as you've slept and you've tossed and turned, there's a big lump here, there's a sort of bold bit here, there's a little bit up here, and you're trying to get it even again. This will always be even. That distribution of the silk will always stay the same.
No hot spots, no
even
cold
when you
spots.
wash it. No hot or cold spots. And because you don't toss and turn, and you will be amazed that you don't, you'll wake up to actually a really tidy bed. So if you get out of the bed really carefully, you virtually just have to do that and your bed's made.
We talk about Raymond quite a lot when we do these shows. He's the gentleman who we've known him for probably 30 plus years at shows and exhibitions. He brings us this fabulous range of mulberry silk.
He's the only person that brings it into the UK.
Say, he's the only distributor here in the UK. Mulberry Silk partner with one distributor in each country, and Raymond's the distributor here in the UK.
So you can only buy it from us or from Raymond himself, and we've got all the best prices.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
Right.
And an awful lot of people find they go to bed at night hoping to have a good night's sleep. And they're
Or
waking
thinking
up,
they are getting a good night's sleep even.
Yeah, and they're waking up in the middle of the night. And the main reason why they're waking up in the middle of the night, they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, Rob, too hot.
Sure.
So one of the advantages of silk, there are many advantages, but one of them, it is a duvet that is self-regulating. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a different one for the summer. I'll explain why as we get deeper into the show.
Yep.
You'll find it's hygienic, because dust mites cannot live in it.
Right.
That's not me saying that. That's not you saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it.
Yes.
And here's the certificate to prove it.
Yeah, and that's been certified every year. For how many years now?
Every year for the last 30-odd years.
30 plus
now,
years.
the important thing to remember, you can wash it as often as you want.
You can wash it.
As often as you want.
In a regular washing machine.
The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs just under 3 kilos.
Yep.
Right? It'll fit in any standard UK machine. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry or line dry.
Yeah.
Now, the important thing to remember, quality. At the end of the day, Rob, nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality.
Right.
Now, there's only 2 parts to this duvet. The top cover and the filling within the top cover. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count above 180 is considered to be luxury. So the top cover is spot on. Now, the filling within the top cover is very, very special. It is AAA grade mulberry silk. And what I'm going to say next, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk. Now remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet. They're simply answering questions. And they will tell you, the professionals within the silk industry, they consider mulberry silk, AAA grade, to be the king of silks. Now that's an interesting word, Rob, king. There can only be one king. Others aspire to be king. But within the silk industry, one king Mulberry, AAA grade, and that's all we use. And we use long-fibre silk. Each strand within the duvet is over 1 mile long, unbroken. So that means when you wash it, it cannot clump up. So perhaps you'll have worked out for yourself by now. We think, and our customers who've already bought them from us think, this is a very, very special product. A 10-year warranty, that's a long time.
Say that again, Ray.
A 10-year warranty,
A
Rob.
decade?
A decade, 10 years.
So if anything goes wrong with your duvet, in
10 years.
10 years, you're going to sort it out.
I must tell you something. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world.
Yeah.
Although we guarantee it for 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 36 years old. And my wife washes them on average 3 times a year. Cold wash, 30 degrees, wash them as often as you want. And the final thing, the most important thing, whatever you buy, whether it's from a regular shop, whether it's from a television channel, whether you buy online, it's so important that you get value for money. So I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. We are offering our duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than we were charging for it 22 years ago when we first put it on television.
It's very rare you get that, don't you? Better prices than it was first when it was on television. And Raymond wants to give you great deals. He wants you to get this home and try it with your money back guarantee. Comes with a 10-year warranty. It ticks every single box, but stock-wise, and we've had a tremendously busy show. We've still got as many people ordering now as stock is available. And 2 options. We are so low on stock, and we have had queues again on our phone lines most of the night, really. So price-wise, do check out, because the only other place to buy Mulberry Silk Company products is from Raymond himself that you just met, and there's Raymond's prices there as the usual price, or from us ourselves.
Yeah, let's take a look at those sizes now. Single-wise, there are so many more of you still trying to order than stock remaining.
We've got like a handful.
If you want to release it from your basket, please do, because there's a big queue of people trying to order right now. If you have got it in a basket, you want to make sure you get that single, confirm your order and check it out right now. £139 is our reduced price, and that comes down to £47.98 on your first of 3 payments. Now, all sizes come under the same item number. 212998 is your item number. If you want to go for the double size, this has been massively busy. Double is normally £239, reduced price down to £179, and with those PayPal payments down to £61.32 on your first of 3 payments there. That's with the PayPals. If you are waiting on the phones, apologies. The team will get to you as soon as they possibly can. If you can go to the website, you can jump across to the website, add it to your basket and check it through. But we've still got all sizes at the moment.
Yeah, the single I think will go shortly. Remember, if you're buying the single with a 10-year warranty, if it's for a 5-year-old, that warranty is still going to be going when they're 15. How crazy is that? If you are sleeping with a partner, if you want to go for that king size, it's going to work for you and your partner, even if you sleep completely differently. They're always hot and sweaty, throwing the duvet off. You're always freezing cold, tucking the duvet under. It works with you, your body temperature, helps regulate your body temperature. So it's going to be the right duvet for both of you. £60 saving down to £199.99. But actually, for that first payment, that PayPal payment of £67.98, you can get this home and try it with your money back guarantee. You've got 3 payments there, allowing you to split the cost on our website. And we have got Super King available as well. That's also a £60 saving. And again, you can split that cost with, of course, PayPal. So £74.65 is the first of those 3 payments. That is also super limited stock. We're really very well. Single is single figures. The rest are very low, really double figures. We've got a little bit more of the double. You must check your baskets through if you want it, and get it home and try it with your money back guarantee. See the difference. If you've got allergies, it's got the allergy seal of approval. But that's because silk, and we're showing you the actual pillow now, has got properties where dust mites don't like
Well, it's
silk.
a really dry environment. They don't like to live in a dry environment. They like a moist environment. So that's why the duvet has that Allergy UK seal of approval. As Hayley was saying, we also have a pillow available. This was years in the making to get it just right. Not only have you got a core support in the middle of here, that's encapsulated with that long strand AAA grade mulberry silk. Wrapped around that, the cotton cover. That means you've got all the natural features and all the benefits of silk.
That breathability, perhaps not waking up with a sweaty neck or wild bed hair because your hair's got hot and sweaty through the night. Perhaps you've been in bed with a cold, coughing and spluttering and you've been dribbling. This is machine washable and it will always, like you just saw Sean do there, plump straight back up. Look at your pillow right now. Could you put that in the washing machine? I doubt it. Most of them would be destroyed, wouldn't they? You can wash this and it dries beautifully and it gives you that, you always feel like you've got that clean bed, I think, when you sleep in silk because it is that clean environment.
It's a greatly reduced price. It's a £20 saving. If you are multi-ordering, you'll only pay one postage. Just £40 for the silk pillow from Mulberry Silk. 654433 is your
Nice
item
gift
number.
idea as
if you want to go for it, I would definitely multi-order.
And
Remember,
don't forget our silk
pillowcases. It's all available on the website, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the live show on the website and you scroll down, you'll see all of the products that we have available there. And you'll see, again, any of those products you add to your basket, you'll only pay that one postage. The single duvet, you've got to check out if you want to get it. It's super limited in stock. When it comes to the duvets, though, they really do change the way, for us, change the way we slept. The first night I thought, oh, it's a bit thin, I'm not used to this. But now it works night after night, season after season. There are so many features when it comes to this duvet.
We're bed snobs now because when we
are.
sleep elsewhere,
It's true.
we don't sleep well because we have the luxurious silk in our bedroom every single night. And so can you at these great prices. But what you must do, like Sean said, is check that basket through. Get home or get this home and use the money back guarantee and see if you've got allergies, the difference it can make. See if you do sleep hot normally, the difference it will make. See if you do sleep cold normally, the difference this duvet will make. It ticks every single box to help. It's like that right ingredients for a good night's sleep for absolutely everyone.
It really is for all and everyone when it comes to a duvet like this. The breathability is absolutely spectacular. So in these hot nights when we're all really suffering and struggling to get a good night's sleep, it's designed to wick away the moisture and give you that perfect night's sleep. But then you're going to use it all year round, right through to the winter months as well, because it works to keep you warm in the winter.
It's lightweight as well to change the duvet cover. It's compact, so if you want to take it caravanning, in the motorhome, glamping, if you you go on those tent holidays, but you want a little bit of luxury. And can you see how it drapes?
We couldn't wait.
Over your body. Yeah, we're going to stay here till tomorrow. Because honestly, in an instant, absolutely perfect.
We're going to drop off to sleep, but what we would advise you to do before you drop off to sleep is make sure you check those baskets out. So many of you got pillows, pillowcases and the duvets.
Yeah, whatever you've got in your basket, check it through and use the money back guarantee. You can't go wrong. The only way you will is if you check out and it says sold out. So check your baskets out and sleep well.
We'll see you tomorrow.